music, how that works.
The music is overpowering me.
Okay.
Well,
bring music down, bring your mic up.
That's better.
Okay.
Check
There you
it,
go.
check,
Yeah,
talk, Dread, we're gonna die.
We're good.
Whoa.
Okay.
Man, what's all this? What's a Jenga tower doing here?
Wow.
Jenga tower. So, we're gonna play a Halloween edition of Dread, which is the perfect place to put it.
Yay. Spooky. It is called Dread after all.
Who's played?
Fear.
You're the only one who's played any.
I'm the only one who's played
Dread.
Dread, yeah.
Has anybody ever watched a Dread game?
Nope.
Yes! Okay, so.
Grab some red lipstick, put a
fear
V on
now.
my forehead. Let's do this.
Red V's for everybody. Except for you.
Except for me.
I took your virginity about 2 weeks ago.
Man, that's a long, what's the word for that?
Honeymoon?
Sure.
Dry spell?
That too?
I thought there was a name for like the period between like you get married.
Consummation.
Whatever. Consummation.
Consummation.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Anyway, so we're playing Dread. Dread is a game of suspense, terror, and hope.
I
There's
hope
hope.
the tower doesn't fall.
Exactly. So quick rundown of the rules. If you want to do something in this game, you pull from the tower. If I want you to do something in this game, you'll pull from the tower. So that is our only mechanic.
Okay.
If I ask you to make a pull and you do not want to make the pull, you are absolutely free to say no. Something bad will automatically happen.
Yay!
But you won't die.
That's the important part.
But will it
How-
be worse than death?
However, it could be a terrible injury that makes you way easier to kill in the future. Just saying.
Do the pull. Do the pull. Do the goddamn pull.
So, if we're going along and I don't tell you to make a pull, but there's something very specific you want to do, and you don't think that your character has the statistics
Aptitude. Yeah.
to do it automatically, you can
I
voluntarily.
want to throw a
make pull.
fireball.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
I want to throw a fireball.
That might happen.
This is Call of Cthulhu.
Is James Carey?
Covered him in blood and you'll find out.
Yeah.
So,
Is there ever a point where we would pull more than one brick at a time?
absolutely.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
If,
Oh, my.
say someone's dying and you want to try and stabilize them, if you have 0 medical experience, depending on how bad they are, I could ask you to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can tell you to make as many as I want.
Pull
Cool.
the tower.
Just pick up the entire tower.
Pull a whole row at once.
The game we played a couple weeks ago, they had to stabilize the guy and he was really bad off, so I made him make 2 pulls. One to make sure they didn't strike an artery in like stitching him back together, and the other to just kind of like get his wounds all wrapped up. So yeah, you can absolutely have to make 2 pulls. If the tower gets to a point where it is rickety as hell and you don't think you can make another successful pull, you can absolutely topple the tower. In so doing, you automatically sacrifice yourself in some way. You make a heroic sacrifice, give everyone else basically an advantage of some sort, but you
because
are
they'd
dead.
be working from a fresh tower.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you rebuild the tower as you mourn the loss of your compatriot, and then you continue.
Luck.
This is actually kind of fun.
I mean, that's pretty much how you make rock tombstones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cry, cry, clang.
Nice, Karen.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Blood hoof.
any other questions before we get started? Alright. This one is technically not a block. I mean, it is a block, but I had this signed by Ivan Van Norman and everyone who played a Dread game at Gen Con.
Liam O'Brien.
Yeah, and then I had it signed by all of the people from Critical Role who played in Dread.
Cool.
So I've had it here to curse this tower as we sit here, because I told them that I would.
He just wants to show
Yeah.
off.
Yep. Well, no, I mean, I'm super stoked that Ivan Van Norman signed my freaking block.
Neat.
So, anyway, now that the tower is good and cursed,
Bye, curse block.
Bye.
Yay.
We can still see it, though.
Yeah.
It's just sitting there
It will
staring
stare at
us.
us.
it's gonna stare at us.
It's in its own chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
It's-
didn't quite
it's an extra
fit
player.
in the tower.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's a different size.
So, the story that we are about to tell. Jesse has gone missing.
Damn it.
He was investigating some hinkiness in a hotel in town. He was asked by the new owners to come and investigate the property before they devoted a fortune to renovating it. Fred and Todd bought the old place because it is supposedly haunted. They want it to be haunted, so they called in the only ghost hunter they knew in town. Jesse Fitzgerald, the head of your guys' paranormal activity club in college. Jesse jumped at the chance to ghost hunt because he hasn't been able to do that nearly as often now that he has a real big boy job and is about to turn 30. Jesse asked Fred and Todd if he could stay on site for a week. They said yes, and he disappeared after 3 days. You guys got wind of it. I believe Fred and Todd reached out to at least one of you to hopefully come find the guy that was supposed to find the ghost for them. So, let's introduce you guys. And,
What year is it?
oh, right. It is 1998. There are no cell phones.
Also, real quick, how many days have passed since he went missing?
You
to
guys
us
show up.
finding out?
He disappeared sometime on day 3. Like, he was supposed to check in with
Mhm.
Fred and Todd every night.
Mhm.
Or every morning. He
Is this like day 6?
No,
or-
this will be day 5. It took you guys a whole day. Most of
Okay.
you still live in the general area
Okay.
of where you went to college. You all still know each other, whether
Which
or
is
not...
some vague Midwestern town.
Yeah, we're in the Midwest somewhere.
Cool.
Midwest.
Midwesterville.
The
Undisclosed.
climate is
Undisclosed.
We are in
moderate.
undisclosed. Exactly. Well, kind of, because I was thinking Illinois, which is like right in...
Which is where
Yeah.
undisclosed,
Undisclosed is in Illinois.
Yeah.
Anyway,
is. Or Missouri.
yeah, it's in one of those two. Anyway,
Mhm.
so we're gonna start over here. Introduce your character, and as you do so, pull a block.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
You
Things
can't
up right.
start with a
Yeah.
fresh tower. Are you freaking kidding me?
Okay, so just name and occupation.
Name and a
or-
tiny bit about yourself
Okay.
that all of these people would know, but the audience doesn't yet.
Okay. I'm Jack Crowley. I'm an aspiring novelist, but for now I'm working at, a coffee shop to make ends meet. And, maybe I'll meet someone cool and all that fun stuff, but it's just kind of going.
I was not moving.
No, it's not.
A lot of them weren't moving. I was testing a few blocks out.
Nope, no it is.
Going for a middle piece.
Yep,
You ruined the whole tower.
I have.
Now we can't
Well,
stack
you have
the
to
whole
make a
tower
heroic
off in Texas.
sacrifice.
Someone will have to die for me. I'm okay with making that sacrifice.
All right.
Good. I am Bonnie Jackson. I go by Bo. I am a nurse in the area at one of the big hospitals. I joined the club, kind of help with my friends, and then I just kind of fell in love with the rough and tumble and run around everywhere kind of thing.
What was it, Bo?
Bo. Oh, sorry, Bo. No, I'm already Jackson
Yeah,
again.
you're already
Yep.
Jackson.
I had
Well-
realized the thing, and then I changed it,
You made-
and then I
You
forgot
made
it.
one of the
It's
great
okay.
wonders of improv.
Not say your name out loud.
Yeah. Well, I think the first one is never let someone else name you.
Yeah. That's a good one. I hadn't heard that.
That's what happens when you watch a lot of Reno 911 commentaries.
There you go.
And you get there and you're dead.
That's a thing.
I am Henry Thompson. I am an adjunct professor at the local community college. I was in the club in high school due to sensitivity that I experienced around.
Was it college?
Huh?
Was it college?
What did I say?
High school.
Oh, I meant college. Sorry.
I was about to say it's high school now.
Nope.
No, it's college.
Definitely college.
I have what I believe to be a sensitivity around spirits that has led me to an interest in the paranormal.
Boy.
Nice.
Boy, howdy.
What?
Boy. I'm glad I turned.
Now,
Oh my god, you smoke!
Yeah.
it's 1998. You can
No, you
still
just
do that.
choose on cigarettes.
Ugh.
At least it's not snuff.
Yeah. I'm Jack Loomis. Wait,
Now, I don't want to break everything too much, but I do just want to point out that the two guys named Sam both named themselves Jack also.
And my last name is
Great
also
shit.
Jack.
Um,
I'm
pretty
changing
good.
my name. I'm
Weren't you
Jack.
gonna go by Jackson?
Yes.
I am for reals.
Shit. I
Get the laughs out now. It's gonna get scary.
don't believe in any of this shit. I joined the paranormal club because there was a hot girl named Isabel, and I married her coming out of college. You guys haven't seen me in a while, and yeah.
Yeah, it's already pretty like
Tight.
tight.
That's the thing about big Jenga is it tightens up real fast.
I feel like as you play with it more, it probably the grain of it gets kind of smoothed out a little.
My name is
Jack.
Jack Jackson. No, Richard Everly. I go by Wick. I'm a personal trainer, and none of my friends have seen my parents in a while. Nope.
Are you sure? You can try again. It's fine.
Well, it's once we get it a certain amount, you
Christ,
have to
Jack.
commit
Like this
to
one.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
He only moved the tower like 4 inches.
Only.
Sometimes that's
it's
all
okay.
the
It's now
inches
just
you
slightly
need.
slanted
And
this
last
way.
but not least, Jackie Jackson.
Yes. No, I'm actually Jasmine Ardeni. I work at a small design firm specializing in renovations. I live in a tiny apartment above my favorite coffee shop, and I walk to work because cars are scary. I hate you all.
You're not gonna red beard it just whoa.
Fuck that noise, no. Where'd it go?
It's coming out the back.
Did it.
Nicely done.
God, I want
Nobody
to
died.
so bad.
No one died in character creation. Congratulations!
Someone tripped and fell on a rock on the way to the hotel.
Or at the hotel. A rock just flew from above.
A piano just comes crashing down on one of
Yep.
us. That's it.
Sinkhole.
All right. So you guys have made your way to the Grand Manse Hotel. It is an old. It's getting decrepit. It's up there. It has not been fully functional since the late 1940s. It has been almost exactly 50 years since this place shut down. Post-war was great for a lot of things, but for some reason this business just couldn't keep going and folded. And it sat mostly undisturbed for 50 years, but now Todd and Fred would like to buy it and have a nice little haunted tour in their haunted hotel. So, anyway, you guys pull up. Fred and Todd are there. Hey guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Greetings.
Greetings and salutations.
So, yeah. Jesse stopped answering his phone yesterday morning. We haven't really seen him since.
You call the cops yet?
No, I mean, it's not even been 24 hours yet. Or it's right at the 24-hour mark. But we want this place to be haunted. We don't want it to have a police record.
So you
Did
want
you
it haunted with your friend's ghost too?
He's not our friend. We just paid him to do this. He's jumped at the opportunity.
Did you guys
Sounds
go
like him,
looking
dude.
for him in the hotel?
A little bit, but there's only... Look, we do not have the skills that he has.
Did
And
he,
that apparently you guys have.
did he report finding anything before disappearing?
No. Not particularly.
What'd you guys even talk about when you checked in before?
Well, the first morning he said it was a really quiet night. Second morning he said, sorry guys, I really don't know if I'm gonna find anything here. And the third day he didn't answer.
Is his stuff still here?
Yes, in his hotel room. We only have one working phone in the place. It's at the lobby. So we called back several times, thinking we might have missed them the first time. Could have been in the bathroom. Who knows? Anyway. But yeah, we couldn't find him.
Well,
I think he just left. Couldn't find anything. Was like, fuck it, I'm leaving.
Well, his car is still here.
He could have left on foot. I've gone walking a lot.
It's true.
He's not the one. He's not the kind
He loves
of
his
pull
car.
pranks.
Yeah. Pull pranks? Bullshit.
Not like this.
$20 says this is all just him trying to pull some shit on us.
How did you know that we knew Jesse?
Oh, he talks about you guys all the time.
no.
Like-
Wonderful.
I mean, it makes sense if he's trying to talk up our adventures, trying to get this gig.
I guess.
like- He listed himself in the newspaper as a paranormal investigator, and he's literally the only one we know of in town. So we reached out to him, and
Very short yellow pages.
yeah.
I'm impressed you
and
even gotten in the yellow pages, honestly.
President can get in as wizard.
this is 98.
That's not happening yet. Time paradox.
But yeah. So, but when we interviewed him, he was giving us his credentials, and you guys are a part of his credentials.
Weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You're right, this might be a setup.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to show us around real quick? Give us a layout,
Sure.
or maybe a map? Maybe. Have you got some
Blueprints?
floor plans?
I mean,
Keys at the very least.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Todd reaches in his pocket, pulls out a set of keys, gives one to Henry. One of those should be the master keys for all the bedrooms. One of those should be the master key for all of the
Staff only.
staff rooms. Yeah, like
Oh.
your maintenance closets, your
Kitchen.
kitchen, lobby, offices, all of that stuff. And then the third one, we don't actually know what that goes to. It came on the ring, and we haven't found a door for it yet.
Is there any form of security system in place here, like cameras or anything?
We're not wasting money on cameras on this place until we buy it. We're
Yeah.
actually here at, like...
You haven't bought it.
So you haven't bought it, and you convinced someone to stay in this place.
Absolutely.
How'd you even... Does the city know about this at all?
Yeah. We essentially approached them as, like, getting permits for, like, a paranormal show
Okay.
type thing. Like, just letting a guy do his research stuff. They know we're interested in it. They also know that we wanted to do this, so...
Okay.
How long have you
We're
guys
not
been?
just squatting.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah, we're
live
not-
here.
Have you ever stayed in it?
We stayed in it the first night that yes, we have stayed in it one night.
Did you notice anything weird?
Noises and stuff, but, like, we're not professionals. We couldn't tell if it was, like, a settling building or, you know, spooky ghosts.
No, probably was a settling building.
You know what? He told us about you.
Did he tell you that I was always right?
No.
Did
Anyway,
he tell you he was an ass?
so yeah.
Always turned out to be bullshit.
Not always.
But at least we had fun doing it.
Except
Yeah.
for the times where it wasn't.
Well, most of us had fun.
Don't worry, I had fun with you.
Alright.
Are you guys coming with us to at least show us around?
Yeah, I'll show you around real quick. So, they lead you inside some glass double doors in front of the building. You enter into a very large lobby. It looks like it would have been lavish in the 40s. Actually, it was probably slightly decrepit in the 40s and lavish in the 20s. It looks like it was a really nice place. Like, all of the, like, woodwork looks to be top-notch. Like, it's been neglected, but you can see there's definitely stuff worth restoring here, whether as a haunted hotel or as just, like, a really nice people. It's
Where you
the
get
year
shiny
2000 is
dark
coming.
green.
Everybody's looking to the past.
I'm imagining out of character the hotel from Angel that
Yeah.
they wind up going into.
No, I'm
just
that was
imagining The
20s,
Shining.
Yep.
and then 50s,
Yep.
and then it was decrepit until
Yep.
2000.
I was imagining like the interior of the Titanic.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of that too. But actually, the Hotel from Angels is fantastic. Go the hell away.
Oh, this can't be more disappointing than that.
So true. Anyway.
I don't trust these people. I feel like they may have done something.
I think they're just naive.
So, this is the front desk. This is where the phone is if you need us. Our numbers are written right here. And they show you a list. There's, like, their number. And, like, they clearly have, like... They're making a list of all of the people that they'll want to have here at some point. So there's, like, a maintenance guy and, like, people that they might be getting quotes from. Like, they clearly spend time here and are trying to figure out if they want it. But, yeah. So...
Is anybody due to come by in the next couple days? Okay.
Just us. That's why we got the
Quick question
permits
out
for
of
a week.
character.
Yes.
Do we know Fred and Todd,
Nope.
or is this the first time that we've
It's the first time we've met him.
Okay.
But they contacted each of us specifically?
They contacted probably Henry and asked him to reach out to the other people.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't write this explicitly in my questionnaire, but I wouldn't be surprised if I were the secretary
Oh
for
yeah.
the,
Yeah.
the club back in the day.
No matter what you were, Jesse believed all of whatever you had to say. So,
Gullible. Got it. I mean, hopeful.
Seems like a good
Filled
guy.
with wonder.
Indeed.
At least motivated enough to put himself in the phone book as a paranormal investigator.
Even 8 years later.
Yeah.
So yeah, also here at the
Was?
front desk, here's like, they show you like a floor plan that, it's not super detailed, it's more for like marking what rooms are occupied and by who, but it has the 3 separate floors, and then, they show you that there is like a basement layout that shows you like where the breaker box is and like the boiler and stuff like that are for like a maintenance guy. So it's not super detailed, like you don't have like how big each room is and stuff, but you know where they're located on each floor and stuff.
Sure.
It's like Post-its on everything.
Oh, just about. So yeah,
Which room was Jesse staying in?
215.
Did he mention any other places he was going?
I mean, he was gonna explore the whole building at night. 215 has been rumored to be like the room.
Any, like, murders or suicides?
Not that we're aware of. We've done some investigation into the property, but nothing in like the papers from back then says that anyone was like viciously killed or anything. So we don't know exactly what it could be. But I mean, old places like this, people die all the time.
I mean, it is a hotel after
Specific
all.
room.
Okay.
Did you do any kind of thorough search of the place for squatters?
No,
Great.
didn't even think about that.
Was the place
It's
pretty
rumored
well
to be
tucked up?
haunted. Who would squat in a haunted place?
Was
If
it-
you don't have anywhere to sleep.
Desperate people.
Okay, fine.
Any
Well,
vermin or
oh, there's vermin all over the place.
raccoons?
Great.
But
How
no,
big we talk?
no signs of forced entry in any of the
That's what I was gonna
entrances.
say. No, like it all seems locked up tight every time we come in.
Okay.
So, I mean, we didn't look for squatters, but we didn't find any evidence of anyone getting in.
Were you able to find Jesse's set of keys?
No, they were not among his things. He had Todd's, you have mine.
Okay. So he had all the master keys that we do.
Yes,
Okay. That Henry had.
Henry.
Henry.
Yeah. And we do have a third set at home. Like,
Okay. Would y'all be able to like leave, come back, and bring them at some point? Tonight?
probably.
Like before? What time is it?
It's probably about
Sunset?
6 o'clock,
Okay.
pushing 7. I mean, 6:30. pushing
Before
7.
it gets too dark, if y'all can bring them back, that'd probably help us out a lot.
Okay,
Just so we can cover more ground.
right.
Probably shouldn't give us all of the copies that exist though.
Make some copies, bring them by.
Okay,
Locksmith.
we'll see what we can do.
Alright, well, I guess we.
Worst case, we'll break some doors. Like,
That'll add to the spooky feel.
right.
Yeah.
Anything that looks purposefully broken, we will charge you for if we buy this place. Otherwise, we'll let the city take care of it.
Sure.
Or you could let the city take care of it in general.
Yeah, don't tell the people that are about to buy the property that you're gonna break their shit.
I'm saying worst
The store
case
was
scenario.
totally broken when we got here.
Look, it was.
And the
it
safe
looked-
was empty.
Yeah, the safe was empty. All the copper wiring and stuff was torn out of there before we got
Yeah.
here.
And the
Notice
heart
how
of
your
the
copper pipes were stolen?
and the heart of the ocean was totally never here.
No, we didn't find any secrets or anything like that. It's fine.
Okay.
Alright.
So,
Jesse said he just went home.
Alright, so we're gonna leave.
all right.
We'll try to come back with those keys.
Thank you.
Great.
Yard numbers are by the phone. Call us if you need anything.
When's the best time to reach you?
When we're at home,
When will you be at home?
well, if we're gonna try and go make keys, we're gonna
Actually-
be home, then go out, and then be home again
That's
after
right.
we stop by here. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know.
Since I actually
Morning, evening.
accidentally
Afternoon.
We will absolutely call it first thing in the morning.
Okay.
if you want, here's my beeper number since I have it on hand.
Okay.
Just if there's an emergency,
Cool.
give me a page.
They pocket that.
Oh yeah, because you're a
Pages and
nurse.
fucking
Yeah.
phone pilots.
Yeah.
Actually would have a beeper. Good call.
All right.
My mom had a
Um,
phone pilot.
Mhm.
Did anybody
It's
bring?
stupid.
Are the lights on already? Or-
Yeah, it's clear they have like some only specific parts of the building are they currently like feeding juice to try and keep costs down because the city's paying for it right now. So like they don't have the whole like they've got breakers shut off.
I think if everybody's okay with it, let's go find the breakers and just light up the place. I don't care how spooky it gets. I'd rather try and minimize that.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm good with that.
We'll see is not more important than
Yeah.
atmosphere, honestly.
Yeah. Anybody bring like a flashlight or anything?
I've got one.
Lighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go downstairs.
So you guys go through the lobby, back by the office door behind the
I know. We've already found ghosts.
back
I
behind
think I know that
the
ghost.
back behind the lobby desk. There's a door to the office.
Remember, kids, smoking
And-
kills.
Around a corner from there is a door that leads down into the
Well,
basement.
just here you go. Refill your prop there.
That one's gone.
That one's gone.
Alright. Are we? Is the breaker nearby, or
Did you check the map?
I assume we looked at it and it was very vague because it didn't have a floor plan on
Yep.
it. So, I guess.
Let's look around.
Flashlight.
There were a few like X's on different parts of the walls, so you have a general idea of 2 or 3 places in the basement it would probably be.
Okay. I guess go as like look along if there's any like rooms or boxes nearby.
I assume we're all sticking together for now.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Let's split up, gang.
Let's not.
All right, so
Princess.
you unlock the door to the basement.
Yeah.
You got the keys. All right. There is one hanging bulb above these stairs,
Mm.
so it
Great.
is. Yeah. It's trying to set the mood nice and early for you.
Killer lighting, but.
Eh.
eh.
So you guys head downstairs.
Mhm.
What's it look like?
Dark.
Just go- Okay.
That only light that seems to be on is that one in the.
I
Okay.
pull out a flashlight.
Same.
Oh, where does it say the breaker is?
We can try over on the right wall. There's pretty much one X on each spot, on each wall. So I guess that way.
Hopefully
You
vague.
guys look that way.
It doesn't.
Where's everyone going?
I'll
Go
go
to
to
the
the
right.
right.
Yeah, right.
And who's going straight?
I'll go straight.
Okay. So you two are going right, left, straight. When you guys get to the right wall, you see that it's actually like the furnace. That's what that X was.
Right, is it on?
No. It's
Great.
May and in middle of Illinois. It's not
It's not.
real cold.
Yeah, okay.
It's not blazing hot, but it's not real cold.
Mhm.
Okay.
Over on your side, you've never once had a cigarette in your mouth. In the 7 years I've known you, it's real funny for me. Sorry. You see that there is there's a door. It's just closed and locked. You don't know exactly what it is. You two that went straight back. The breaker is on the far back wall, on the opposite end from the stairs.
Okay. Is there any like rubble or like discarded stuff, furniture in the basement that I
down
have to
here-
climb around? Or just empty.
The room that you are currently in is fairly small. It's probably,
About as big as.
yeah, probably. So you've got like, yeah, it's a long, narrow area. So probably like 30 feet by like 15. And so over on the wall here is where you've got the heater.
Here.
And then the
Breaker,
back wall is the
door.
breaker, and then there's a door, which might lead to a larger space. But this is fairly well maintained. It seems to be where a lot of like the servicing is done for the different parts of the
Okay.
building.
Found the breaker.
Just start flipping stuff on.
We have a locked
Is
door
it
over
switches
here.
or fuses?
Fuses.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's old.
So you can't just turn on everything.
Nope.
Are they labeled?
Make a pull to see if you can read it through all that dirt and grime.
Oh, like dirt and grime. Okay.
Kevin, are you going to enforce the rule that if somebody dies, they have to leave?
Mhm.
the area?
Oh yeah, sorry. If you die, you gotta go.
Can't haunt them.
Maybe I'll text you and have you come back to haunt them later.
I am a spooky ghost.
No, this is really.
Just text us and we'll start
I
stomping
really
around
want to
upstairs
just
for
like.
ambience.
Did you guys cut this and make it yourselves? Or?
My mom did for my dad's birthday a couple years
Just one
ago.
bowl?
Yes, just one. So,
I hope
you
so.
you wipe some dirt off. It looks like
If
they
this
have.
does, you have cancer.
But you did as
Yay.
best as you could.
Boo.
Anyway, it seems like there is a breaker for. There are essentially rooms, like when you were in the lobby, it seemed like there was a wing that went off to the east and off to the west.
Mhm.
So you have a breaker for each side and each floor. So you
Okay.
have 6 breakers just for the
The sides.
sides, the people's rooms. And then you have another set for, there are 3 actually for the main floor. Because there's,
Lobby, kitchen.
and,
Dining room?
yeah, exactly.
Okay. And I assume the like main lobby is pretty much like a big stairwell that with all the. Okay. Which ones are clearly on and functional?
So,
I can't remember what fuses
Yeah.
look like. Can I see the
Yeah.
current?
well, you can clearly see which ones are blown,
Okay.
or empty. It looks like the ones that are currently working are the ones for the lobby. And the first and second floors of, because it's actually 4 stories tall.
Mhm.
Guest rooms are
Yeah.
2, 3, and 4. But anyway, so for the 3 levels of guest rooms on the east side, the west side is completely shut off, which is the kitchen, and then those 3 floors of rooms.
Gotcha. Are there any like boxes that might have, or anything that might have extra fuses nearby?
Make a pull, see if you can find some.
Alright. I just want progress.
I'm just trying to
Hope you're good
imagine
at
someone
Jenga.
dying to like a checkpoint.
I am.
Wipe off the thing and you die.
Wipe off the thing, get electrocuted.
I mean,
Yeah,
just
it's
wipe off
shorts.
yeah, that.
Shorts.
Here's the thing.
Wipe it off, get dust in your face, cough, trip.
Explode.
Headbutt the
Explode.
breakers and you jolts of electricity.
Way to go.
You're just checking for a thing and you find a trapdoor at the end.
Oh
But
shit,
it turns
out
out to be
this
a
was
slide.
built by what's his face?
Dan Aykroyd
This one.
from Nothing
No,
But
no, no,
Trouble.
no, I meant,
This one.
World's
on the opposite
Fair,
side of the one I picked.
Oh, H.H. Holmes.
H.H. Holmes.
I don't want to mess
It
with
is
that too
Illinois.
much.
That's true.
I don't want to make it too unstable.
Damn, that's the story I could
Very
have
bottom
written for
of
this.
That's like, Katrina, are we not in H.H. Holmes' murder hotel?
Nope. It's too heavy. The bottom blocks are not coming out.
They will.
Gotta try.
Side.
Yeah, the sad thing is it's easiest to pull from the side.
Right.
Which actually gives you more options for pulling. Before you can't pull anymore.
Yeah. This is stressful.
Trixie, I think you can pull up here. This
Yeah, you can pull this row.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta take the easy plays. Not that one though.
Oh shit!
way.
That one.
Oh shit.
Yeah. There is a box over in the corner. Oh, it's about 5 feet away from the breaker box. There are several fuses in there that look to be in working order.
Okay.
But you only have 3 more.
Okay.
I'm starting to realize that this is pretty much pass or dead.
Yep.
Like, there is no failure that isn't death.
Yep. Well,
Unless you don't pull at all.
exactly.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
failure
yeah.
that's not death. If
Okay,
you
if
choose
you...
to fail.
Yeah.
Anybody any good with fuses or electrical?
I'll give it a
I mean,
shot.
I've drawn up plans for them, but not.
I mean, I maintain my gym. I have to change a fuse once in a while. I'm sure it's not that much different.
Okay. Is there anywhere we want to look first, or
Are you guys gonna replace the
Yeah.
fuses? Which ones are you gonna do?
that's why I'm asking where
Okay.
we want to explore first?
We should go check Jesse's room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's already lit.
That's on the east side.
It's on the east side. 215's on the
And
east
then
Why don't we
what
go
about
ahead and
the
check all the rooms that are
Lit.
already fed with electricity,
and
and
then
then
we
come
can-
back?
Yeah.
what about the extremely haunted one?
That's
That's
what-
side.
That's
That's already
Oh,
lit
okay,
because
that
that's
was-
where Jesse was gonna be.
Jesse was saying in the extremely
Yes.
haunted room. Got it.
Yep.
That makes sense. Of course he would.
Yeah.
You know,
We
Jesse.
haven't even checked out
Yeah.
his living quarters yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably
We
do
should
that.
have-
Well, at least we
So
know
we
there
know
are
where
fuses.
things are. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll hold on to him.
Oh, you hold on to them?
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
leave some here.
Yeah. I'm afraid we might break them.
That's fair. We'll leave him right next to the fuse box.
Okay.
Can I grab a couple and put them in my pocket?
You want to try and sneak some into your pocket?
No, I just want to take a couple.
Oh well then.
I don't want to sneak them. I just want to grab a couple.
There's
Yeah.
only a couple.
There's only 3.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought there was like a box.
There was a box, but of them in there, it looks like only 3 of them are usable.
Okay.
So, like, did anybody find Fred and Todd to be a little bit sketch?
They seemed. It seemed weird that they were over enthusiastic about wanting to get the haunted place, but they didn't want to do any of the work.
That sounds pretty stock. I mean, we found that before. People want their place to be haunted so they can market it.
Well, no, that's not the part that I found sketch. The part that I found sketch is they kind of... Okay, sure, the city knows that they're here and whatnot, and they're interested, but, like,
Normally, you wouldn't have like a list of.
you wouldn't have a list of
Contractors.
contractors, yeah, if you haven't already bought the place. And also, didn't they lie to the city saying that we wanted to do a paranormal show
Yeah.
to get the keys? Like, I find that really sketch.
Yeah.
I mean,
I doubt anyone will be calling the cops on us for wandering around an abandoned building.
That's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried that they might have done something to Jesse.
Yeah.
well,
Then why would they have called us?
Yeah, why call anyone at all?
Yeah, if they
For
did
more
lie to-
people
Yeah,
to murder.
There's 6 of
I
us
don't
and-
trust
Maybe
them.
maybe they're
There's
trying
6
to
of
make
us
it
and
extra
2 of them.
spooky. Like
Yeah.
Yes, clearly they need 7 sacrifices for the...
It's a
for
magic
for
number.
the Dark Lord.
Clearly,
it's a magic number after all.
clearly.
Uh,
Like,
but
I don't know. I just get a
Schoolhouse
weird
Rock
feeling
said
about
3.
them.
I still say Jesse's somewhere laughing his ass off with those 2. And us getting creeped out in here, and then they'll be like, then they can market this place.
I
Oh,
guess.
Paranormal Club gives it
I've been
5
meeting up
stars.
with Jesse for
5 spirits.
every few months. We have like lunch and hang out, but he.
To me, they
No.
seem ignorant. They don't seem like they know what they're really doing.
Has anybody else been keeping in contact with them
Here and
pretty
there.
regularly? Or
Not really.
I mean, you wouldn't.
No, a couple years ago I talked to him.
He calls me every now and then for jobs and stuff, but
I haven't seen him since my wedding.
Okay. Well, 2:15.
2:15.
2:15.
So you guys head on back upstairs, walk through the lobby, and so yeah, they're in the center, like, lobby, table, desk is off to the left. Big old staircase in front of you that leads up to the 2nd floor.
Okay.
Head on.
This place is really dusty, obviously. You get faint whiffs of dust and mildew as you kind of walk through here.
Oh yes.
It's not great. It's not awful. At least it doesn't smell like a skunk died in here or something.
Which is very surprising because you would think.
Yeah, especially Midwest.
Sure. Stairs creak a bit as you go upstairs, but they seem sturdy enough, and you make your way off to the east. And in short order, room 215 is right there on your right.
You gonna try to open it?
Henry?
Well, let's try without the key.
Yeah, try that
Yeah.
key.
Yeah, it's actually partially open.
Ah, sweet. Just gonna open the door.
Alright,
Walk in.
you walk in. It's actually a rather large room. Larger than you expected, and it has its own dedicated bathroom, which wasn't always
The gates
a
are
huge
so
thing in the 1920s
Yeah.
when this was
Yeah.
built. So this was either a high roller suite or something like that, but there's a rather large bedroom and a very, very nice bathroom. Clawfoot tub. Like, this was posh. A fairly large bed. It's no California king, but it was like big for the time, probably equivalent to a queen size bed now. But it's kind of off in the corner over by a window that looks out on the street on the front. And then there's like a really nice dressing table and kind of like washing station. A holdover from the old days. More there. It seems like it's more there for show since it's got an attached bathroom. But like, look how pretty we are. We have both.
Yeah.
What are the floors like? Are they hardwood, I'm guessing? Or
Hardwood, and there are some moth-eaten
rugs.
area rugs.
Anybody else just in
Turn
love
on
with
light?
this music? Sorry.
Yeah.
It's really good. Very PS1.
So the bed is in the corner over by the window. There's the dressing table, washing basin, and then there's a little like reading area nook, and there's a small fireplace. And over in that area, you see a bunch of shit. Bags of electrical equipment and all sorts of stuff. You're assuming that's all Jesse's.
Can I go rifle through that and see if I can find Jesse's notes?
Sure, make a pull.
Is the bed like messy or like does it look like he was sleeping in it? Or-
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. The sheets and linens are all new. They're the only new thing in here. So either he brought them with him or
I think Fred and Todd.
Fred and Todd did it for him.
Well, he's looking over through Jesse's stuff. I want to check out the bathroom.
Okay. It's not for 1998. It's not super elaborate, but for 1920, gorgeous. You have it's a decent size, not huge. But you've got a sink, a tub.
A big vanity mirror.
Yes.
It's a posh suite. I
Yeah.
just assumed. Sorry.
There's actually like a vanity in here, and there's also a mirror on the dressing table out in the other room, so it's clearly like his and hers.
But you said one bathtub?
One
right?
bathtub.
I want to see if there's like water damage on the floor around the tub.
All right. Make a pull for water damage.
Seems like a
Is it wet?
strange thing.
Like in the tub? Like he's used it? Maybe.
No, seems dry.
Okay.
Shit, you found one.
You found an easy one.
Jeez.
There isn't actually any water damage. It looks to be like this was one of the places that was kept up the longest, apparently. And it seems like water was shut off in fairly short order. Like it might be back on now, but the pipes seem to be in decent enough shape that you're not getting a lot of water damage.
Well, I was mostly thinking the floor. Well, I'll just explain it to everyone. Like if someone was drowned, there'd be more water on the ground,
Yeah.
and since the floor's wood, it would be
Right.
damaged easier.
Oh, just like trying to figure out what the
What the
thing
spook-
that
what
made the
the-
spooky was.
Mm-hmm. Sure. You did find a notebook. You found Jesse's notes, and you kind of flipping through it. You see there's a bunch of notes for a bunch of different places. but the last few entries seem to be for the Grand Manse. He's taking very technical notes.
Right.
Night 1, he's reading temperature levels. They're staying fairly constant. Sound monitoring. Hasn't heard anything. EMF didn't really buzz anything. Night 2 is the same. Night 3's entry, actually, it has some peaks and valleys in all of those things. And he actually has some handwritten notes after that. I think I might have found an entity here. It seems to be centered here on the second floor around room 215. When this hotel opened in the 20s, there were some long-term residents. I think the entity might be one of them. She had more emotional attachment to the place than someone who only stays a night or two. I need to ask Fred and Todd about who stayed in the room or see if there's any sort of records on site that might shed some light.
Alright. Looks like he might have found something, or at least thinks he does. According to his notes, he's got nothing on his equipment the first 2 nights. Night 3, he starts getting some spikes. Thinks it probably was some kind of entity centered on this room, possibly in a long-term resident of the place.
He was pretty thorough with his notes. Is there like a timestamp on it?
Is there?
Yeah.
On like the last one?
Like his last one?
Yeah, his last one would have been 3:15, May 5th.
AM?
That was, 3:15 a.m. May 5th.
Okay.
That was day before yesterday.
Right. And what is that last? Note? What is the last thing he wrote down?
Just what I told you.
Okay.
Yeah. That is the timestamp for his last entry.
No, they're coming up the stairs, or...
No.
Oh god, the window.
My eyes.
Oh
Dude.
god, we're all gonna die.
How's my head?
Make a pull.
It exploded. Shit.
No!
It exploded. Shit.
His head fucking Tetsuo's.
Yeah, seriously, dear god.
I'm not okay!
That's fine.
It's just like
It's leaning this way now, though. Just
Yeah,
a heads
what
up.
heads yet? Jesus.
It's like
you
like
know,
this
starts-
one. This one feels like it's a little off the ground. A little
I'm
bit.
sure this side is looser now. So that's a.
Yeah, but this is also the side that we've been mostly pulling from.
Mhm.
I'm trying to even it out.
Avani, does me flicking these off bug you?
Huh?
Does me flicking these away bug you?
No. I wasn't expecting it, and all of a sudden there was a cigarette at my feet, like, what?
Did he do it again?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was
No.
asking before I did it again.
Yeah, because like the first time it just caught me off guard, I'm like, what the fuck?
Because I'm in someone else's house. Anyway.
Well, no, we've had a roach fall from the ceiling at one point, so like, I saw a blur.
Extra spoop. Extra spoop.
No thank you, I don't want another one of those, I don't need night terrors.
I know.
It's fine.
You've got a twinge, but it's not.
Could just be my mind playing tricks on me.
Yeah, you're not lighting up. It's small and in the back of your mind. Maybe.
Shit, you're on it already.
On Jesse's notes, should we maybe go check if the lobby, the front desk, has a register or anything that may have survived?
That sounds like a good call.
Also, how frequently did he write notes? Like, half hour every couple hours?
It.
Like, I'm sure it varied a little bit.
Yeah.
But he was pretty
he starts.
particular.
He tracks the. Like, he's clearly looking at them, and if they ever do spike, that's when he makes an entry. But if it doesn't spike, like those first 2 nights, he just writes down whatever the readings were every 30 minutes.
Okay,
And
that's pretty
he
good.
starts around 11 o'clock at night, and he goes through until morning.
And the last one was around 3:30.
3:15.
3:15.
Yep.
Okay. So that means something had to have spiked because it wasn't
It wasn't on the
half hour.
Yeah.
But that means between 3:15 and 4, he either wasn't around or something happened. Okay. So,
Kind of odd for him to leave that behind,
yeah.
but
You want to run downstairs, see if there's a register, and find out if there are people here? Or rather,
long term.
You guys head downstairs.
Is everybody coming?
One thing before we leave.
Sure.
What's it look like Jesse was eating?
He has like stuff that he could keep on hand without having to refrigerate. It's a lot of.
Hardtack.
Granola and jerky.
MREs.
He's got chips. He's got Mountain Dew. He's got
Does it look like he was drinking the water
granola
from the
bars.
place, or if he had bottled?
You're not sure. There are a couple water bottles, but not a ton. You don't know if he's drinking and refilling or what.
He was
No, like hot plates, MREs.
No.
Stuff he could heat up.
he was using some sort of device to detect.
An EMF
Yeah.
detector.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's-
Electromagnetic fields.
Okay. Is that device lying here in the room?
I mean, his
Okay.
stuff
Want to make
was
a pull to
already
find it?
his stuff was already rummaged through.
Sure, but he wasn't looking for that. He was looking for notes.
Fair.
And it's not like out and
Okay.
immediately visible.
Please do.
Any
I'm afraid.
flashlights?
Just
or-
reach in and like a bear trap gets you.
No. Okay.
No, he's got it. He's got it.
That's the wobble side.
This is the wobble side?
We've already grabbed
you
that
had
one.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's, you committed.
That's yours.
It's
Yeah.
still in.
No, you pulled it out a
You had part
significant
of
amount.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's part of the rules, guys. If you commit, you gotta commit. Don't break my heart. Eh.
This is frightening.
You do not find his EMF here.
Ah.
Wow.
Okay. Any other equipment
His-
laying out?
His
Um,
EMF
Like a
isn't
flashlight or two?
around. That means that he might have gotten.
On that poll, I'll let you know there's
Okay.
no flashlight in here.
Okay.
His EMF is gone. His
Temperature.
he has there is a like thermometer in here, but you know he also has one of those like laser ones that he can just
Point at things.
point at things,
Does he have?
and that one's not here.
Did he have a FLIR, infrared?
What?
FLIR infrared cameras. Those.
Oh,
Yeah.
he
Oh, yeah,
would,
'cause
yes,
Blair Witch.
but it's also not in.
Most of his equipment seems to be missing, which means he may have gotten abducted while taking readings.
Does he?
Yeah.
How
Or it
how
could
big
be
is his
elsewhere.
notebook? That he's like the one that we have on hand.
It's like
Okay.
your normal like 8 by
8 by 11.
no like sorry 8 by like 5.
Oh, okay. I was thinking maybe
So,
he
like-
took a spare like smaller one to like write
Yeah,
down
that's
some
what I was
quick
about to
notes.
say. If he did go missing while taking readings, it's strange that we found his notebook here.
Maybe he was moving his equipment to another room to try and set up and find something.
Or he
Another room.
heard something and went elsewhere.
Mhm.
But
Like-
didn't bring his list of notes to take.
Does he have a habit of having 2 notebooks?
He has one dedicated notebook that he puts all of his master stuff in,
And that's
Oh,
what we
okay.
found.
and that's what you found.
So he might have like a field
He-
book and then
He may have a field book
yeah.
in
Like a
his
flip.
pocket.
Mhm.
You know he carries several notebooks
Mhm.
because if he ever runs into anything, he wants to write that shit down immediately.
Okay.
By the
but-
way, my notebook is in character.
I figured.
Yeah.
And then any time, like if he's sitting watching readings, it'll go right into the master. But if he were to be moving from one place to another, he probably that's probably the last thing he's gonna take.
Also in character, I gotta go pee. I'll be back.
I warned you.
I
so
did.
He goes into the 215 bathroom, closes the door.
Yeah, I do.
Dead.
Wait.
So the rest of us can go ahead and go downstairs and
Yeah.
check if there's a register.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You guys head downstairs.
I'm not splitting up.
No.
Those stairs fucking creak, man. It makes you a little nervous. Like they seem sturdy, but that noise is a little grating on your nerves.
Buildings.
So you get down to the lobby. What do you do?
Front desk.
Front desk?
Yeah, and just look around.
Or is there
See what's
is there an
inside.
office besides the front desk?
Yes.
Okay.
Do we need a key to get into it, or?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll go
I
check.
assume it's like right behind the desk, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
don't you go check the main
I'll go
office?
check
and
the
scout.
office, see if there's any paperwork that might be helpful.
Okay, and I'll
I'll
check
look
around
on
the
the
desk.
counter with
Yeah.
I'll go with you to help
Alright.
sort through everything.
I'm gonna need each of you to make a pull
Oh boy.
to search your given areas.
Cry.
Oh.
I'm upset. Oh, no,
Oh.
I'm not upset. Yay! I'm a little bit upset.
I'm just
There
eyeing the
you
one that I
go.
opened up on my first pool.
I want to pull that one. That's
So, at the front desk, there is there seems to be a safe, but it's not locked. And you open it up, and inside there are a couple of different register books, covering different years. You found one from there's one that covers a decade. They've clearly been pared down. From 1922 to 1932. 32 to 42, and then the last one is 42 to 48.
Okay.
But they actually summed everything up at 48.
The last one says 42 to 48.
I gotcha. That's weird.
Okay.
They either officially closed or something was going on, but they would sum it up like that.
Well, I mean, the hotel did close in the 40s,
Yeah.
so it could just be the final register. But help me go through these and let's figure out who were the long-staying residents here.
Okay.
I'll take a book. How many books were
There
there?
are 3.
Okay, I'll take one. You take one.
I'll grab the 30s.
And then
I'm good
Do you want to make a pull, or do you want to make a pull to search the office?
He hasn't done one
we're
yet.
yeah, I haven't done one in a while. I
Alright.
don't know for the character introduction.
They go down to the lobby.
We did.
Yeah.
Go.
You guys hear these crazy creaking, and you look back, and Jack number 2 is coming down the stairs.
Also, modern out of character reference. I'm also Nurse Jackie.
No, fuck you.
Yeah.
No,
I
fuck
realized
you.
that. I was like, oh shit, last name, Jackson, and I'm the nurse.
That is really wobbly already.
I know.
Yep.
It's leaning this way very
How
heavily.
long is this supposed to last?
3 hours.
We may have our first.
We're at the
Oh,
1 hour
actually, I
mark.
didn't. I'm a 1
Yeah.
hour mark. Okay. Well,
Go team Sea Slug.
Which means that my my breakdown for the acts are actually going according to plan at present.
So shit's about to get crazy.
I run down the stairs and
Please,
turn
dear God,
off
please,
all
dear
the
God.
lights.
yeah, is it? Try for something higher up.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna turn so
We
he
can-
doesn't land
we can
on
take
me.
any of those top 3 layers that are
What
complete.
Yeah.
about that one?
This one's kind of sticking out already.
This one?
Yeah.
I would take off your jacket. It's making me nervous. I'm so scared.
I'm very scared.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't the right one.
I don't know, I
I'm
think
just
it's
looking
been
at
too
myself
much
on
out.
camera.
Yeah, I have to commit now.
Just yank, but don't actually.
No, because
that
Redbeard
was-
already did that.
Yeah.
And it actually went almost more than 50%.
Oh no.
It
Please
also,
don't.
but they're
Please
also
don't.
so heavy that they kind of stabilize themselves.
Yeah, that was really weird because it looked like it was gonna. I believe in
okay?
you.
Oh my
Careful.
God. I think he's good now.
I don't know.
Make sure you put it on the opposite side.
Oh yeah.
And the last person to touch the tower, if it falls,
He's
is
the
the
one
person
that
who
dies.
dies. Just
Okay.
heads up.
So, if
So what I
was-
find,
if I was to butt
digging
into
through
my
that
foot-
office.
Yeah, so you guys also found
I
3
will
books.
need a drink after this.
It's okay. We go.
Luckily, there's a party after
We ain't
this.
even
Yeah.
fucking started yet.
Yeah, guys, this is right. You two find 3
I saw
books
that.
also that seem to be notes from the general manager
Okay.
of whoever was in charge of this place, slightly more detailed than what you guys were finding.
Okay, so we're getting are we getting the personal information for the guests or
Not much. You're getting things like maintenance request for room,
okay.
complaint from room whatever, here's what we did. It's more detailed, but it's very business focused for the most part.
Right.
And yeah, you have the 3 books. So from 22 to 32, 32 to 42, then 42 to 48.
Does it look like 48's the last time they were in business?
Well, the books they just found end in 48, and the registers that they found at the front desk end at 48.
Going through the 30s book, any repeated information that's really consistent?
You're going through the registers?
Yeah.
Are you looking at any room in particular, or just all of them?
Just to see if there's any like names repeated.
Yeah, I would say
Because
just
these are the ones we found are more guest information.
Yeah,
I would say
It is
look for
We're
like
looking for residents
look
as
for
opposed to guests.
room 215, like whose name appears on there for
The
a long
most.
period,
Yeah.
one stretched out period.
And then we should just, when you find like a long stretch, we should then go look at, see if there are any like complaints or anything about that room and then all the adjoining rooms, like above and below and all that kind of
Actually, you should probably look in the 40s one. Whoever has that one.
I think I have that one.
Yeah, you have that
Okay.
one.
So you're looking at room 215 in the
Mhm.
42 to 48. Room 215 from 42 to 48 was Marie Dornan's room
Marie Dornan.
for the whole period.
for the whole period.
stuff. Wow.
Does she show up in like
I assume you
30
tell me the name and
yeah,
I'll
41?
look. Marie Dornan.
Yep.
Okay.
From she's not in the beginning of your book, but about 1936. Marie Dornan is in room 215.
So 12 years in that same room.
Alright, have you communicated that to
Yeah.
us, like moving to the office? Alright, so
I
we
assume
should
you
look
guys
for-
brought
Okay,
everything
yeah.
out and we're just like sprawled out over
Yeah.
the counter.
That's fair. Alright, so now we're looking for, like, just
Mentions of
Yeah.
Marie Dornan.
Marie Dornan and complaints in just that wing or whatever, however
Oh,
the book is organized.
I'm sorry, Marie Dornan was there for 10 years. It was 1946.
Okay.
So
So she
before-
left before the book ended.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Do the books, like, suddenly, like, how's, like, the occupancy of the hotel? Like, does it trail off, or does it just stop dead?
It clearly tanks from about 1941 to 1945 for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Well.
picks back up a little bit after the Second World War, but it was clear that they hit their heyday in the late 20s, early 30s.
Okay.
Did,
She stayed here.
did anyone else stay in room 215 from 47 to 48?
It's multiple names.
Okay.
You
Just
But
like a normal
it
room.
was occupied by.
It
different-
doesn't seem like there was one occupancy
Yeah.
after 1946.
Sure.
Can we see if there was anybody that was a consistent resident before her?
Going through room 215, there are people there. She was clearly the longest. During, so she got there in 1936. From 22 to 36, it seems like that was a long-term residency room, but most people used it long-term, but less than a year. So you've got,
I mean, it was probably really expensive too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
um,
I mean, that was a ritzy room.
you have several names. There's, another Jack. There's Jack
Ah, yes,
Donahue,
there's me.
was in there for about 6 months. Sarah,
Oh, wait, isn't it the guy from 30 Rock? Jack Donahue?
I'm just making shit up,
So maybe.
so
Yeah.
maybe. Liz Lemon was clearly in there. From
Wait.
Did Rockefeller live?
Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan.
Something?
No, there. You have several different residents, but it looks like they're all there between 6 and 8 months. No one else goes there over the year mark.
Are there any other
Any other names?
long-term stays in any of the rooms near 215?
No. There were only 5. There were only 6 long-term residency rooms, one on each side, and one on each floor.
Well, this Marie
I
Dornan
assume it's like
There's-
the middle. of
Yeah.
each-
Hey,
This seems to match up with Jesse's notes of what he found in his readings on the second floor.
while we're down
And did we
here,
find any complaints, by the way, or like anything on the office notes?
So going through the office notes, seeing that she left in 1946,
Jasmine.
you go through and you come across one thing. There is a note in the book.
I think I'm going to be murdered tonight.
I'm penciled down for a 7 o'clock murder. It's a
And
new
then-
service.
And then at 8 o'clock, just in case to make sure they did it all right.
Well, it's housekeeping.
Yeah.
You find a couple different comments on Marie Dornan. Most of them are just small residency type things. Like,
She complained about her heat, or
Well, yeah, like small maintenance requests. It doesn't seem like some of these notes are clearly snarky as shit because this GM had very little tolerance for people who are assholes, and she doesn't seem to have gotten his ire. But you do find a note, May 5th, 1946. We found Marie in her room this morning. She died in the night. For now, we will store her personal belongings in the basement. If any next of kin arrive, we will hand them over.
Alright.
Oh.
Oh,
So,
that's
yeah,
how she left. All right.
Our long-term resident left the
Does it-
harder way.
What did they say about the personal effects?
They
in
were
the
going to keep
basement?
them in the basement until any.
what did they list? Because if they're keeping it, they might as well have an inventory.
Yeah.
So many.
It's
guys.
not super detailed, but it says, like, 2 bags of clothes, personal toiletries, doesn't list them by name, and then personal belongings, it lists 3 personal photographs, a diary, and a few pieces of jewelry are listed by name.
I want to take a look at one of those maps that they had over there. I want to see something. I don't know if you'd allow this to be in character or not, but I know in the 20s, people believed that the number 13 was unlucky, and so they would skip the 13th floor and the 13th room.
Sure.
So I want to see if
Being
I
in a
can tell.
paranormal club, that absolutely would have come up in your
Okay.
in stuff. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, there is no 13th room on any of the floors.
So then, does it look like maybe where the 13th room should have been, that was where they put the double suite?
I was thinking it might actually be like a triple suite if it has the bathroom, and if it's a big room, that would be technically 13 to 15.
Yeah.
And she was in 215, right?
Yeah.
So they probably went from 12 to 15, just because the space made sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it would be 11 to 15 because it'll be odds on one side and evens on the other.
Oh,
Right,
right. That makes sense. So actually, then it would be a double. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody want to humor me and come with me and look at Jesse's car? Just want to make sure there's nothing in it.
Sure. I'll go with.
Yeah.
I think we should also check the basement and see if perhaps Miss Dornan's personal effects are still in storage down there. If no next of kin showed up, we could at least get a photograph, which would give us an idea of what we're dealing with.
And your
who
diary,
we're
possibly.
dealing with.
I'll check it out with you.
Yeah. Like half of us can go to the car, half of us can.
Oh,
Go
with the
to
car.
So
Split up, gang.
Yeah.
Jack,
So-
Jack, and
Jack and Jack Jackerson.
Jack,
Wait.
Jack,
Jack, and John Wick.
That's all the in character dialogue. It just sounds like
Jack,
Jack.
Jack
They're
Jack Wick.
Pokemon, damn it.
Jack and Wick.
Now
We
I'm
have- we
upset
have
I
a
don't have Jack
special-
Jack
I
on
love
my
our
Band-Aid.
lawyer firm.
Alright, so the 2 Jacks and Wick head out to the car.
I just wanted to see if it was still locked.
It is still locked.
If it was still locked, and I just wanted to like look inside, see if there was anything conspicuous in there, and
There's-
then just see
Any
if there
of
were
the-
any signs of him trying to get in or running or
any of the lines cut
Yeah.
that you can see. A pool of liquid. Oh, good.
Make a poll to investigate.
But it overall looks
try- Try
untouched.
this side.
Like
We
from
gotta-
the unseen.
And the car
I'll let you know in a
explodes.
Okay.
Okay.
we
I
gotta
wouldn't
check
know. I
the
didn't
mon-
look at it earlier, so, and I'm not there now.
If I remember correctly, one of
I
the
was
reasons
gonna
you
say,
guys
like,
kept
a
me
side
around
one.
is because I point
Yeah.
out the mundane shit you tend to overlook.
Let's
Jack's-
pull from this way.
What was he
Yeah.
investigating?
Jack was
To
pretty.
see if any of the lines were cut on the car.
Yeah. Jack is.
See if the vehicle was tampered with.
Nope, that ain't working. No, I don't want to try that one.
Can you do it?
No.
Can you do it?
Oh,
Nope.
Man, I only have one angle. I couldn't
Or
tell how
maybe,
far
like,
it was
this
tilting.
way.
Pull it from.
From
Yeah.
like this side or that side. But yeah.
from my view, it still looks good.
Yeah,
But I've
it's definitely like.
No,
It's a
it's
little tilted.
it's
Yeah. We're
like
definitely
from here
leaning
up.
this
It's
way.
leaning this
Oh,
way.
Yeah.
You know,
Because
from
this
one
one's
red
crooked.
beard yanked on that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And
Damn it,
made
Redbeard.
it and made it go whoa.
Sorry, I forgot that I'm
No,
playing.
not-
I'm not playing
yeah.
Jenga.
No.
Because in Jenga, I do that
The
to fuck
stakes-
up people who come after me.
That's an intimidation tactic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Thanks.
This is
I'm
a
intimidated.
cooperative-
Yeah, this is cooperative Jenga, so.
Ooh.
No. Come up there.
Yeah, go for this row. Or this one right here, maybe.
This one or this one?
No, I would do this one over the side because
Yeah.
we've got a little bit too much weight. You've committed.
I have.
He's stuck.
Pull harder.
Oh.
Ah.
Just don't push too hard.
Unnerving.
Yeah.
This is
Like,
really
the
hard.
weight has an interesting amount of help and hinder.
Uh-huh.
Don't die here, man. I don't have to talk to the cops.
Dread.
They just pull up right when he
Well, if
dies.
the car explodes, then,
Yeah.
Well, I'm expecting he, like, goes and looks
oh,
under
that
the
brick
car.
was above. He's
Yeah.
just, like, halfway
Can
off
you
now.
fix that?
Yes, when he
Okay.
puts it on top, you can fix the top row.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
But you cannot fix the one underneath it.
Yeah, you can
There you go.
That.
Just
push
leave it
it
there.
together.
Just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave
Just
it.
leave it.
Just
Can you
leave it.
fix the whole top row?
You can, but I don't know if you want to actually.
No, I
Don't
wouldn't
touch it.
I wouldn't. I'm not touching it again.
Well, no, I was thinking, like, the way...
So,
No,
it actually,
don't touch
it
again.
actually helped line it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Although
I
this
did.
one's scooched out.
So
that's fine.
I love how you move out of the way when the tower's getting bit.
So, you don't know if something was cut, but he's clearly leaking fluids.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't rule out sabotage of some sort.
Can I see like if any of the big canisters under like what kind of car is it? Is it just
It's an old Reliant K.
Does it
okay.
look like his like?
I love that band.
Does it look like his like
Yeah,
gas
good.
tank's been punctured or?
Does
No,
it
his
carry
gas
any-
tank wasn't punctured. Like it looks like he's either leaking oil or transmission fluid.
Yeah,
But
can
you
I-
don't know if he just doesn't take
Right,
care
it
of
might
his
just be
car.
That was
Yeah.
referring
Jesse-
to a car.
I think we all agree
Yeah,
Jesse
yeah.
could be a little scatterbrained,
But I know the
so
band.
it might just be.
I was imagining a LeBaron.
Huh.
Yeah.
Let's check his
The
truck.
Reliant K is what my parents drove
Yeah, can we
when
check-
I was a kid.
Can we check if the trunk's open?
Everything is locked. It's locked up tight.
Alright.
You don't see anything in his car. It looked like he brought
Yeah.
everything in.
Alright,
There's
let's
a
go.
sweatshirt.
Let's go catch up with the other guys. I just wanted to rule this out.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you
Uh,
did learn something.
So you guys
Still want to pop.
go back
No,
downstairs.
sorry. One thing before we begin.
Yes.
I want to check. Are there like bushes out front?
Check for bodies.
The front entrance of this hotel was clearly manicured at one point, but it has been like any of the bushes have mostly died off, and it's all
How,
So there's nothing to go rummaging
how
through.
far away are we from, like, the city? Because I assume it wouldn't be too far away, but I assume there's, like, a lawn.
a little bit. Yeah, there's not a lot of one. This was post World War II, when there was a whole lot of development in this city after everyone came back. A lot of stuff popped up around it, but they went out of business in 48, so they were actually able to keep quite a bit of
Their property.
open space around this. So they're like,
It's like an acre.
yeah,
That's pretty big.
you've probably actually got, well, it's more than that because you have like a full acre of lawn out front and like a full acre in back.
Okay.
Um,
So there are grounds.
there are grounds. They're not crazy huge.
It's like
Okay.
a lab.
And there's no like super obvious. This is a cave or like
This is a murder hole.
a place where we put dead bodies.
No.
Caretaker shit.
It's a murder hole.
No, nothing like that.
This is the pit. We just keep it.
Ignore the flies
It's
and the
where we
birding
play
demon
human
whispers.
yeah.
All right. So
Hearing voices is part of the charm, literally.
you guys head downstairs, and you are in the room with the
It's us three, right?
radiator
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
well, the heater and
I went
the
out the door.
fuse box.
And
And a
another
door.
door.
Have fun making
That
that
key
pull.
that they said they didn't know what it went to. You gonna try it on this door?
I would try the
Well,
staff door first.
Yeah, I'll try the,
Yeah.
the master key first.
Master key opens it up.
Okay.
Man.
This is a really large room actually. There seems to be several different like storage areas. Because they did have 6 full residency rooms, there is essentially like a locker space for each room, and then there is another space that is hotel storage outside of what would be in like the maintenance closets upstairs. So like extra maintenance equipment, but not like way too much because they already have it filled on all the floors. It would just be like if we run out of that,
We've
use
got some here. Yeah.
just yeah,
Are
like
the
a little bit
locker
extra.
areas like cage block off? You can kind of see into all of them. Or are they like wooded, like stables?
They're almost like stables, and they have like half doors.
Okay.
So it's like you have a space, but really anyone could get in if they really tried.
Are they labeled in any way?
Yeah. So you have room 215, 315, 415, and then you have room. Shoot, what would be the equivalent?
On the other side
Yeah, because
of the
it'd be
wing, it would probably just be like 17
3.
if it's the first door after you come up the stairs.
Well,
It's
no,
not, it's in
because
the
it's
center.
odds
They're,
on
like,
one side,
opposite
evens
side.
on the other.
Right. So it's 1,
I-
3,
all of
5, 7, 9, 11,
6.
15.
Either 14 or 16.
I
So
think it would be 16.
on the other side.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Let's just stick with 16.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good.
Well, no, but it's on the in the other wing.
The other wing,
Yeah.
So they're
but on the same wall, so it'd still be odd, right?
right, but instead of going 1 to like 20 on that side, it would be 21 to 40 on this side.
Mm.
So it'd be 33.
35.
35.
35.
35. So
equidistant
215,
from the stairs.
315, 415, 235, 335, 435.
Also, all of it's accessible by stairs. There's not like a elevator, right? I mean, it was a 20s fancy, but
There
I don't
is
know.
an elevator
Okay.
in the
I'm not writing
lobby.
it.
It's behind the staircase, actually. Like you can walk behind the staircase, and there it's in that back wall, and it leads up to.
And does it come down here?
No.
Is it a cage elevator? Or
Yes.
Is it,
Good.
Okay, we're not getting in that.
No, I'm not getting into that.
We should know better.
In case of emergency.
Smash cut to 5 minutes later. Why did we get in here?
Listen, I've been in one of those when we were in
Those things are
Barcelona, and
terrifying.
we fucking had to climb in the thing because we dropped our house key in there. We
I
only had
remember
one.
you telling me about that over the phone.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's awful.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, I would never.
Alright.
And this was after we had gotten back from clubbing, so half of our people were drunk.
It was stressful. She
Alright.
had a
So, where are you guys looking in here?
well, I assume there's other than the residential areas. Is there a big specific hotel storage? Because they wouldn't put the same her stuff with it if they were still open for 2 more years. That'd
Well,
be forever.
I would check
Yeah, just
the storage
look-
stall just in case.
It's open, so look
Yeah.
into the 215 stall.
215. 215 is empty.
Can we look in the other ones and see if there's anything in there?
So all of the 15s are empty, and only one of the 35s seems to have anything in it.
And what's in it?
You want to make a pull and find out?
Are you gonna do it?
Nope, that one is stuck in there.
I
Fuck.
know.
yeah, but you.
No,
I
shit,
know, this was
I-
already-
I
It was
pulled-
already
I
like
pulled
that.
that out.
Okay.
That was me.
leave that layer alone.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
jeez. Ooh.
This is making me have the key.
But funny, don't make us lose
Hey!
all of our diversity.
We've got another girl.
Nice. All right. There are 2 chests in 35. Both of them, neither of them have locks on them. One is stuff that belonged to a man named Bradley Jones.
Does his name sound familiar? Since we went through the
I mean, you
registries.
could go through the registers again. His is in 335.
Oh no, he sounds like a real snob.
Probably is.
I don't get the reference.
Don't worry about it.
I mean,
Okay.
I'd rather see what's in the chest first.
Yeah.
And
Do they
In
both
the other-
open?
Yeah. So they both open. One has men's clothes in it. Not much, just a suit, a couple of shirts, a couple undershirts, some spats, some nice shoes.
Again.
I kind of want these spats.
Men's spats?
Spats are spats, and they're cool.
How far are we away from them now? Are we going down the
You guys came back inside. You're coming down the basement stairs.
Okay.
You guys hear the stairs creaking behind you.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Alright, so.
And in the other chest?
You open it up, and there's women's clothing. There's a nightgown, a couple dresses, No pantyhose.
Romantic.
But lots of eyeliner.
He was a cross-dresser.
No, I was more making reference to since women couldn't have.
Yeah.
During the Second World War, all the nylons were gone,
Yeah.
so they
Yeah.
would just draw the line up the
Okay.
back of their leg and eyeliner to make it look like they still had.
I just
pantyhose.
flashed
Oh, I
Yeah.
Mulan.
never knew about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because all of the nylon was going to the war effort.
Yeah.
Do we
TIL.
Today you
know
learned
what?
something.
Do we know?
Educational.
Did we get any other information other than her name on the register, like how old she was?
No, you
That's
didn't.
what I was trying to see if we could find
Yeah.
a photo.
But- So do you dig through the?
Through the clothes.
If
Through the
she's,
clothes and
if
stuff?
it was with his stuff, I don't want to dig.
I would say at least 28.
Bradley Jones. Great.
I'm
wanna-
assuming
Yeah.
She's at least
she was.
10.
She had been here for 10 years. Probably checked in as an adult. I'm sure.
Yeah.
So like, youngest she would be.
I'm
is 20.
imagining her being old. If she died in her sleep, but
Hopefully, I feel like they
That's
would have
what they
said
said.
more if they, if it was younger.
yeah.
It would have been
Could've
in the
been
news
noteworthy.
if it was younger.
Let's check through the hotel. The hotel storage area.
Okay.
Yeah.
That stuff is locked.
Okay.
Key.
Yeah, try. First, the master key.
Well, it's like different boxes and
Ah.
stuff,
Oh, so we
and they're
need to-
not big size keys; they're littler size keys.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we need to go back up to the office and see if we can find those in
Or
like a
just
drawer or
break one.
something.
I mean,
If you want to try that.
no one really cares about this stuff. It's still here.
They did tell us not to break.
Any
The
doors.
Doors.
I won't tell if you won't.
I don't
No.
fucking care.
Actually, I want to go to the there's a maintenance closet down here. You said, right?
Yeah.
I just want to see if they have any tools first.
Okay.
That might
Oh,
make it
yeah.
a little easier.
Or like
Uh,
a ring of keys.
Like-
Hey, look! There's the lock or hedge clippers.
A row of
Cutter.
tiny keys.
What are you looking for?
Or
Bolt cutters. Yeah, that's a.
a bolt cutter.
Bolt cutters or like a crowbar or.
You're gonna have to
keys.
make a pull to find that.
Okay.
Or
Have fun.
keys.
Yeah.
Um,
Anything that would be helpful in opening a box.
sure.
Is somebody gonna done
Yeah.
something mundane, man? Just,
I mean, everything
Please.
so far has been mundane.
yeah.
As you're
When does the ghost get here?
as you're
Oh.
searching, you hear the stairs creak.
As we hear the tower creak.
Oh! Oh!
No. No, that was not okay.
Oh!
That was not okay.
It is leaning more now.
It is
It's
leaving
leaning
more
a lot
now.
Oh my god.
You find
I
a
can't
crowbar.
breathe on it.
Yep.
My palms are
Oh
sweaty.
man, I'm gonna
Pump
fucking
spaghetti.
blow up.
I'm just gonna sit like this for the rest of the night.
I'm gonna go open that.
I'm just hiding.
Okay.
Make sure
So
the
you
AC
pop
is
open
off.
the first chest. It's a lot of paperwork.
Pop open the second one.
Lots of receipts.
How many are
Did
there?
anyone else hear that?
Hear what?
Is this
Your
in
headache
character?
gets a little stronger.
The stairs?
Yeah.
I thought that was you guys.
No.
Just
we're
now?
good,
All right. Do we want to go check that out a little bit?
Not alone.
You pop open the third one, and there's some women's clothing and stuff in there.
It matches.
I'll come with you. I've got the flashlight.
Does it seem to match? What was on
I'll
listed
go
on the
with
you.
registry? So
There's
there's 2 bags of clothes.
There's 2 bags of clothes.
some jewelry.
There's some jewelry.
Go
There's
look.
a diary.
Where's the picture?
Oh,
The pictures in the diary.
Yeah, there are 3 pictures and a diary.
Go look in the main basement area,
So you walk out to the main basement area.
Yeah.
along with.
Jasmine.
Jasmine
Definitely.
and Jack.
Was she hot? Out of
Was she
character.
Uh,
How old
Make
was
a
she?
pull.
So
No, I'm gonna roll
She's
a
so hot
d20.
you die!
on a scale of 1 to boing.
point. So
Swifty. Or not Swift, not Schwing.
Um,
No.
Also could have been her picture of her daughter or something. Niece.
there are 3 framed photos.
Oh, they're great.
One is a young woman and a young man. She is mid-laugh and touching his arm, and he has a big goofy grin and is looking at her lovingly. Another one is of the woman all by herself, and another one is of an older couple. It doesn't look to be her, but they look to be a couple of some sort.
In the one by herself, does she look? Because with older photographs, even the quicker ones, did she appear happy or like stern or sad?
This
And does it
seemed
appear-
to have been taken kind of candidly, and
Okay.
she looks lovely, but she doesn't look like ecstatically happy or anything. It looks like a contemplative moment.
Okay. And does she look older than?
She looks older than she does in the picture with the young man.
Okay.
How old does she look?
About mid-30s
Okay.
in the second picture. In the other picture, she looks
Is
to
there
be
anything written on the back?
late teens, early 20s.
Well, you have to get it.
You'd have to pop open the frame.
Oh, it's in a frame.
Yeah.
I want to flip through her diary towards the end.
Towards the end,
I'm still very much in suspense.
yep.
Yeah.
I'll get to you, I promise.
It's just flashlight, just like.
So,
Fear.
Suspense.
Oh.
Dread.
in the very, it's not the last entry, but within the last three, you're scanning through real quick, and the word cancer catches your eye. You stop and read. I found out that I have cancer today, so I will be with, damn it, Jack soon.
Are you fucking kidding?
Welcome to Jack Stream.
This is really Titanic-y.
Couldn't just fucking
Which came
take
out
that one on
a
the
couple
fly.
years ago.
I could, but it's too ingrained now.
Yeah.
Um,
This is too happy with stream. Start killing us.
Multi-jack drifting.
I mean, it's coming.
And
We were fated to be here, guys.
the last thing from that says, "I miss you, my love."
So I'm still in your group because, or that just
yeah,
all three of us.
It's me and
Set it on time.
Okay. So
I'm gonna flip.
That is really good.
How long does it look like between
Like it actually tastes like
the
caramel.
picture of her alone and the picture of her with her husband?
She said
What do
just
you
a
mean?
little bit of like
Oh.
she appears older, but not like significantly.
There's the young couple, which is clearly her and a young man.
Yeah.
Then she's a little bit older. She looks to be in her late teens, early 20s in the first photograph.
Okay, so like
And then
it
30s
looks
And
like
then in her
second one.
30s, yeah.
looks like a 10-year difference. So
At least 10, possibly 10 to 12.
I'll flip more towards the beginning.
Um,
See if there's any mention of her husband.
So the earliest date in this book is from, like 19... Let's see, that last one was from 46. There are actually a couple of books in there. This one is probably the last 2 years that she was there. One of the earlier entries in this is from earlier in 42. She says, "I wish Jack and I could have built that home we always wanted. I wanted a kitchen and table that our little family could eat around, but I do love the dining room here at the Grand Manse Hotel. It's so elegant. We could have had lovely nights out here. Dinner here and a show down the street at the theater. Would have been lovely."
girl was rich.
Life insurance.
Or just he.
But it looks like
Jack
she
insurance.
There-
kill him.
Jack insurance.
Yeah, it's just a special policy.
And in
all
the
Jacks
end, she
acquire.
died because she got jacked.
God damn it.
Oh, I am jacked.
So you walk out into the main room.
All things in this universe are Jack.
We're all Jack.
We should have
We're all
jacked
Jack
up.
here.
We all Jack down
We
here.
should have jacked up Jesse's car.
It already was. It's leaking fluids.
You head out into that main room,
Uh-huh.
Make me laugh.
and you heard you heard those boards creak at least 4 or 5 times, but as you enter out into this room, you don't see anything. But your headache is getting steadily worse.
You guys heard that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the creak last time.
something on the stairs.
Point the flashlight on the stairs.
There's nothing there.
Jesse!
No answer.
Jack?
Sweet.
Yeah.
How long's it been since
What's her name
Fred and
again?
Tom left?
It's been
I
about
don't
an hour and a half.
What's the
Real
lady's name?
I don't remember.
Mary something.
Mary.
The girl who died?
Marie
Yeah.
Dornan.
Marie Dornan.
Marie. Dornan. Okay.
Um,
Marie.
Do a sweep of the room with the flashlight.
You don't see anything.
Do we hear
You
anything?
just hear aggressive piano playing in the background.
Some magnetic rose shit's happening.
Right. No.
I mean, this place would have had one of those like startup pianos,
Player piano.
player pianos. But I guess we rejoin you guys. Is there something going on?
We heard the floorboards and the stairs creaking.
And that
Heard
again,
about-
that wasn't you guys going up and down.
No.
Heard about 4 steps.
Heavy, quiet creak.
Creaking.
Is there like a room under the staircase?
No. There is some actually firewood stacked under there to keep the furnace going, because it is wood burning.
Okay, but there is a space under the staircase.
Right, but it's completely filled.
And I'm starting to get a headache. Which, since we were all in the club together, you would have known that
Yeah.
whether or not it's real, I believe that when I'm around places where there are dead people, I start to get headaches.
Did you bring any motion?
First noticed it like in hospitals and graveyards and stuff like that.
Did you bring any motion?
No,
Good 90s reference.
doesn't really help.
All of a
Come on,
sudden,
Arcane.
some of the wood falls out from underneath the staircase.
The fuck?
Like just,
Probably a rat.
for
or something.
example,
Yeah.
clatter
Some
or
of
just like.
Clatter.
Okay.
Like a bunch of it falls.
Rats don't make floorboards screech.
Could be. I mean,
Also-
we've been going. If it's been packed up against the stairs, us moving up and down.
Yeah, it might have just
If there were
shifted it.
termites or something.
Look,
But
all
the
I'm
door
saying
that
is
leads
don't
into
freak
the other
out.
room slams.
Alright then.
Oh, alright then. That's
Head count: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just air currents
6.
relax.
You count 7.
Heads.
Yeah. You look back and there's 6. You saw
6, 7.
You saw 3
okay,
jacks.
so we're all.
I saw. What?
You
Multiple
saw 3
jacks.
jacks.
Too many jacks. One of you has to go back in that room.
Did the other one look
You
familiar?
said 7.
You
You said 7. Why did you count to 7 right there?
'Cause-
you counted Jack
Uh-huh.
over here, but then you also counted him over by Jack. But he's over here.
Let me go again.
Look, I know it's hard. Both of us.
The door
Sandy.
the door to the
relax,
lobby
it's okay.
slams shut. At the top of the stairs.
No.
Oh, great.
God damn it.
Rush up to try
Okay.
to open the door.
Fred and Tom are back.
I'm gonna try and pull out the logs underneath the staircase, see if there's someone
Okay.
like
Okay.
dead.
You pull a bunch of the logs out and
Yeah.
Wood.
it's just a actually brick wall. And,
Okay, what was your name?
Henry.
Henry.
I'm going upstairs with Henry.
okay.
I'm gonna be back with the flashlight, just like.
Okay.
Don't worry, see
You
this.
get to the
I'm just
door
trying
and
to
you
keep an
can't
eye
get
on
it
the
open.
basement.
I'll just keep secret
try
access.
the-
like every,
Back to back.
Everyone left.
We're,
The
we're
key's
just
not
like
working.
trying to make sure there's no one behind us.
Just
think
like
it's
ready to
jammed.
fight.
Might be.
I pull out my knife.
Okay.
Excuse me? Please put that back and don't stab me.
I can't
It's
get
my
the door
knife that I
open.
always have on me.
Try that other door down there.
Alright.
Was there?
Alright.
The
Yeah, the
one
door to the
that we
storage
were-
thing.
Oh, to the storage room.
Yeah.
The one that slammed
Both
shut
of them slammed
first.
Oh, right.
I'll check that one.
That one is also locked. Or at least not moving.
Check the key.
Like stuck fast.
Did you try the key on the door again?
Yes, I tried the key.
Try slamming it open.
Help
Use
me.
your shoulder.
Alright.
Use your shoulder, guys.
That's what I'm doing on the door down here.
So you want to go first? Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably die.
Sacrifice yourself to help us somehow, or
I don't know if there's anything I could do to help, like, down here.
Did Jack ever like? This is accurate.
Ooh.
Did he have? No, that one
No.
doesn't have a middle.
I feel like try something
Check the
from the
middle.
other
Please,
side.
please
Try the
look.
middle.
Please look on both
I
sides.
say try something from this side or this side
Yeah.
because it's wobbling that way a lot, or maybe not.
No.
Did Jack ever have any like episodes or anything? Because I'm sure he brought us on a lot of hunt. Or Jesse.
They're all named Jack!
Come, Jack.
We are all Jack here.
I'm gonna
Now,
die.
technically, his name is John, Marie's boy.
Oh, okay.
but she
Keep
called
going.
him Jack.
That's really funny.
No,
Yes.
everyone's name is
Oh.
Jack. It's just
Oh.
Uh,
Careful with your angling.
Ooh.
Great success.
You slam that door open.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the scary part actually, putting the block on there now.
Can we like even up the top?
He could have when he was dropping it, but now he
Okay.
has stopped.
Well, never mind then.
If you want to make a pull.
No, thank you. I'm good. I've made my fair amount of harrowing pulls at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna do another sweep in the
Um,
basement with the flashlight, just like.
Well, they're trying to open the other door.
Yeah.
You need to.
Uh,
I was gonna wait to see how that turned out.
okay, so he slammed that storage door back open.
Okay.
You don't see anything in there,
Did
but
go
as
in?
you do a sweep across, you catch the slightest bit of movement, but not like
Just outside the
can't-
range of the
yeah,
light.
You can
Yeah.
never catch it.
Guys, there is something down here. I don't know what it is. It's staying at the edge of my light. Like.
One
I
of
don't
the
know if
pieces
it's
of
an
wood
animal.
comes up off the ground and gets flung at one of the walls.
Great.
Guys.
There.
Maybe
There
we
goes
should-
another one.
Guys.
Are you guys gonna open the door up there or what?
Open that fucking door.
Do you want to do it, or do you want me to?
I assume we're at the base of the
I'll
stairs.
do it. I've only made one pull so far.
Okay.
Guys, keep watch of the pieces of wood. Do not get hit.
Keep watching the piece of wood in story
Yes,
and
be
this
careful.
one.
Yeah.
Move your foot.
This could be it, folks. Solid.
I mean, the weight on the bottom ones might have loosened a little bit.
It's the same weight.
It is, but
But
given
it's
how it's
distributed a little
distributed, it
differently.
does change.
Especially since we've got all these ones.
That's true.
Like, it's probably on the middle. Or maybe not the sides.
Plus a little less friction.
I don't want my toes to get hurt in the clatter.
Don't worry, if it starts to go, you can just kick it in another direction. I won't make you die for that.
Okay.
If it's already falling,
Yeah.
if you kick it, you're dead.
Yeah.
I'm
Kick
glad that was.
Sam.
Woo!
Wait,
Watch your foot, dude.
I guess if you kick Sam, that's a betrayal.
Kick Jack.
I was the ghost the
Jack.
whole time.
Other Jack. Kick all the Jacks.
Jack died.
Like,
Keep it together,
like Sam
Jack.
was kicking the jack at the suffering.
No,
Eh,
It wiggled.
Yeah, that
oh,
one's
watch
scooted.
your legs.
Okay, that one's pretty loose.
This is stressful, guys. I hope y'all are enjoying this, because I might wet
love
myself.
this game so much.
Thankfully, I'm at my own home,
We're gonna
where I
get
can
out of here.
throw stuff in the
We're gonna
laundry.
Find Jesse.
Yeah, just.
And then
wander
the
right
washer
away.
can make
Go the
creepy
fuck
noises.
home.
Yeah.
You're gonna be right.
Dun, 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 dun,
You're
dun.
gonna get his well back.
That's a pretty accurate impression of our washer.
Do you want to stand up before you do that?
You know.
Please be careful.
I'm surprised we.
I'm really glad that the
Uh,
basement
that
floor is
side, I
very
think.
solid.
Yeah.
Maybe do it a little over the edge.
No.
Okay. Because I mean the.
Okay, here we are.
All right.
The two of you together slam open that door, which is why I only made you make one pull.
Go
Because it's a heavier door, and the two of you working together. You managed to get the door into the lobby open.
Guys, you want to run up here?
Everybody pour out.
Everyone pours out.
Alright,
I
let's
want
go.
to grab the chest with the not the receipts, but the one with notes.
Do you want to
Her
grab the
diary.
chest, which is definitely 50 pounds, or do you want to grab the notebooks and run?
The chest.
You're gonna have to make a pull to fucking get that up the stairs by yourself.
That's fine. I'm
Okay,
of the people in
are we
this group,
grabbing
I am the
some?
one that
Sure,
could
sure.
do it.
that's true.
Can I grab Marie's bag?
Which one?
Well, no, I'm not with him. It's
Yeah,
fine.
you've
I'm
already.
further away.
You're in the lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured I opened the door. I better
Fucking haul
have
ass.
Well, no, my brain was like, I was with him when we found, but no, we're hauling ass.
Yeah, we are run.
It's wiggling
Aw.
up top, James, when you're tapping.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm letting you be aware of.
Grab that one that already has a bunch of names
You remember
on it.
the scene in Big where they're tapping on the piano? That's just. Da, da, da. That might be your best
That
bet.
one's loose though. Oh,
That might be your best bet.
But I'm gonna die.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh.
Wait for it.
Yay!
Oh, that is wobbly.
Nice.
Oh,
This is
I hate
scary.
this.
You do actually. All that time in the gym, training everybody, including yourself, you got that fucking thing up the stairs. It's a pretty nice steamer chest, actually.
Great.
Like,
Great, we could get real good sell value
You
on
could.
Antique Roadshow.
you really could.
I could throw it at a ghost.
Just like heft it over your
Do
head.
you guys slam the door behind him?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Uh,
what's your spin on the flying logs?
You hear
Fishing
a
log.
couple of things pound on the back. You don't know if it's wood, you don't know if it's fists, but you hear noises pounding on the back of that door.
Nope, nope, nope.
It's
Lock
on the
that
back
door.
of the door.
Lock
That's-
that fucking door. Lock it.
Door's locked.
That's a nope. That was
Okay.
a nope.
Is there any
Since
large
you took
furniture
forever-
we can shove in front of that door?
Let's push the chest that he just found.
Jesse,
Maybe.
just you know.
Bye.
No, I'm shouting.
Sure, yeah.
Nothing.
Nope.
Okay, well, just making sure.
Well, there's something angry in here. Did anybody bring a recorder?
3.
Not one of those! Not one of those! Fuck you! No! Stop it! No!
I kick it over, you all die. No. None of you listed it in your backstory stuff, and no one mentioned it before now, so you have not found Jesse's yet, you do not have a recorder.
Could totally do EVP and be scared the shit out of.
Yep.
So, as
So,
interesting
what's
as
in
that
that-
is, it sounds like they do have a haunting. But
Now that you're out of the basement, it's just a low twinge in the back of your head again.
yeah, but that doesn't answer where Jesse went.
Nope.
Also, nothing. His research didn't say anything about the basement, did it?
Nope.
So
It seemed like he was doing most of his reading on the second floor.
Do
We
it up
can't
there
turn
on
the lights on the
215.
other half of the building,
yeah, we missed a
Uh,
shot.
like the kitchen.
Fuck.
Can I glance out the front door and see if there's another car there now? See if Fred and Tom came back? Or
They have
someone
not come back
took
yet.
their car?
This is all
I'm
happening in the span
gonna
of
grab
an
the
hour.
phone and
Hour and a half.
punch in their number, or see if
yeah.
there's a dial tone.
There's no dial tone.
I'll still punch in their number, see
Yep.
if I get
Nothing
anything.
happens.
Okay.
Phone
Okay,
bill.
Check the
is
cord.
the phone plugged in?
The phone is plugged in.
Okay.
Man, if only we had like portable wireless versions of phones that we could carry around with us.
That would
They
be so
require wires.
convenient.
Yeah.
They could never come up with something like that. That would require like things.
Well, I mean,
in
the ones
space.
that I've
Actually, I think
seen
like bag
cause-
phones are a thing.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
well,
that's
no,
true.
they
They
had
cause
cell
radiation.
phones back then. It's just they were this big.
Yeah, they were
And
My
there's no
mom
such
owned
thing
one
as-
of them.
And I don't
And
think
none of
anybody.
you were rich enough to own one.
except maybe
Exactly.
me.
I mean, I would
I got a
be.
promotion recently.
You're a nurse.
You
I
did.
would be rich enough, except I have a problem with buying expensive shit I don't need.
But what about your character?
But that
Thank you. I was thinking it.
but that bookshelf is killer.
It is wonderful. I love
All right. So
it. Love it. It's a sarcophagus.
you still hear random pounds on the back of that door every once in a while. It is slowed down though.
It's no longer.
Right.
It's like.
Hey,
Yeah, we're not letting you out.
give me back my shit.
No, fuck that noise.
No,
Since
I
you
want it.
thought it was important enough to grab, what's in the chest?
Papers, not her receipts, but the
Yeah.
papers. And
You have
stuff.
you have her clothes, her 2 bags of clothes. You have
Oh, those are in the
her
same chest.
jewelry, and you have her notebooks, her
And her
diaries.
pictures.
Okay. Oh, so
There
you
are
grabbed her
several.
chest. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you would grab the hotel chest.
No, I specifically said not the one with the receipts.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over to the locked door and just.
Does everything-
Jesse, you goddamn son of a bitch! This is you. I'm gonna beat your fucking ass.
Seems to be corporeal, has trouble moving through objects, and can interact with our world.
Is there anything new
Laughing
on the books
Don't forget to write
or
down
the
that it
picture?
shows stay
Did
out
it
of the
look the
light.
same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it all looks the same.
Okay.
We have the pictures, right?
How's your head?
That was also in the
Better up here.
Okay.
I mean, the only other place I can think that Jesse might have gone would be like the kitchen, maybe. I don't think he has a reason to go to any of the other rooms.
We could
I
check.
mean, I assume he would do like rounds. Maybe
we could check the surrounding rooms on the second floor.
check whatever's like right next to it at least.
We could check the roof.
Yeah.
And we can also check the third floor, 335. The other resident, because everything else was cleared out except for his stuff. So he either
Didn't come pick it up.
didn't
or
come pick it up, he died right before they closed, or
Can we?
It's
We
worth
still have
checking
those
out.
office.
You
It's
do.
on the dark.
Can we check and see?
It's still all out on the lobby counter.
Yeah. Can
It's
we
in
check
the
to
dark
see if
cabinet
the
hotel.
room 335?
It's fine, we've got flashlights.
Yeah,
Let's check Jesse's stuff again, see if he's got extra batteries, extra lights.
Yeah, there was no one else was in there super long term, and the name that was on that
Bradley Jones.
yeah, Bradley Jones. He actually checked out in early 1947.
so why is
before
his
they
stuff
closed.
still here? Check
But they
the-
have him as checking out, not as
Okay.
dead.
Not as dead.
Yeah. And no other like was pissed off, so he just said, "Fuck this place."
No,
Bye.
Gotcha.
none of that stuff seemed super nice, but at the same time, like the spats were
The
gorgeous.
fact that it
Right,
was
I want those fucking spats!
the fact that he was a resident
him.
and his stuff is still here.
No!
Yeah.
Maybe he just left in a hurry.
Mhm.
But
Weird.
why though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been any number of things. Yeah. you
Well,
don't really
if
have
the ghost is Marie Dornan, and she died in 1946.
I mean, if she died of cancer, I wouldn't expect she'd be pissed. Like that's a natural death.
It's less common.
Yeah.
I mean, she could just be pissed that we're going through her stuff.
Uh,
But even then, it's kind of like...
I'm gonna pop, or
I'm just kind of like pacing around in the room, just. Fred, Tom, Jesse, get the fuck down here. I'm sick of this bullshit. I've got real life shit to deal with.
I'm gonna pop the back of the frames and
Okay.
see if there's anything on there.
Okay. So the picture of her when she's younger,
Mhm.
it says Marie and Jack, 1911.
Okay. That's
Like
before she
gun
ever got
killer.
anywhere near me.
Yep. And then the second one, her by herself, it just says Marie, Alice Dornan, 1917.
Okay.
No. Sorry, she's 30 in that one.
27.
Yes.
And the third one with the two older people?
Yes. It says Alice and Franklin Dornan.
Okay, so she got her middle name probably from her mom or grandma. Does it have a year on it? Or does it appear weathered in a different way?
It looks to be probably about the same age as the one that was taken by herself.
Okay.
So
Oh, they probably went in for a.
they look to be about her parents' age. Probably not grandma and grandpa.
Okay. They don't really give me anything to work with.
I say we check out the third floor, or perhaps
The nearby rooms?
the second floor near 215. Because Jesse mentioned he was looking broadly on the second floor, not just there.
Okay.
I also want to see whether Jesse has left any other...
Can we check
Please
the
hold
front
with
door? Is it still open? Did we leave it open when you got? Did
Fred-
you guys leave it open when?
Fred and Todd did lock it behind you guys, but the
When we went to go check the car.
right, but the like turn key thing is on the inside, so you can get out. You just lock back up when you come in.
How's the weather outside?
But did they open it when they? Or did you guys leave it open when you came back in?
Yeah.
I just,
So you didn't lock it up when you came back in.
No.
Okay.
I didn't say I did, so I didn't think to.
Sure, it's locked.
Okay.
wow.
Swoop intense fast.
I do.
Honestly, the spoop is this thing.
Yeah, that's the scariest thing first right now.
There's just it's. I'm thinking of it like the elevator,
Mm-hmm.
because fuck that thing. Fuck cage elevators.
So you guys head up to the second floor first.
Via the stairs.
Use the fucking stairs.
It's just the second floor. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
skip
to
like
go
that.
to the 215 again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to bring the chest up there too.
Okay,
You're
you're just gonna
lugging it
carry
again?
No,
50
leave
pounds
the
worth of
chest in
stuff.
front of the door so they can't break it down.
How
I don't know
about
what the
I
fuck's
hold
in
on-
there.
I'll
Or at
hold on
least
to
the bag of her belongings. Like,
The notes and stuff.
I'll grab
in the diary.
the pictures in the earliest diary.
Like we don't
Or
need the rest of the stuff right now. Just
oldest,
leave
sorry.
it over
Oldest.
here.
Unless you have just a particular affinity towards her clothes.
Most
but,
recent.
Yeah. Most recent.
returning it to the room wouldn't be a bad idea.
I mean, it was her stuff,
That's a fair point.
but not the whole chest.
I won't take the whole chest. I'll take the bag.
We
of her
need
stuff.
we need it propped
There-
up against
There's two bags
the.
of clothes and then a smaller thing of personal possessions like jewelry and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he had the pictures.
I'll
People
take.
are actually starting to.
I'll
come
take
up, by the way.
those. Just
Okay.
not
Okay.
in the box itself.
Can you help
So
me?
you're gonna take everything out of the box and just leave the box by itself in front of
The
the door.
box is heavy, right?
Right,
Even
but it's
without
not
stuff.
that heavy. Like the majority of the weight comes from
Okay.
what's inside
I'll
it.
take the jewelry.
Take the jewelry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have the
Solves
And you
Jesse's
have
fucking
a book
game.
and the
You have her
pictures.
most recent diary and the photographs.
Yeah,
Okay.
no frame. Let's prop the door against the handle, I guess.
Sure.
So you guys wedge it in underneath the
Yeah.
handle and head upstairs.
Are
Okay.
there any more?
Every once in a while you hear a noise come from downstairs, but it doesn't seem to be coming.
It's not the same.
No.
Okay.
The second floor.
Okay. So you
I
guys
like
go
how
up.
that. I like how we had that
Right?
floor transition jingle.
Yeah.
Right. So you go into room 215. You were rating his stuff for batteries and stuff.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
wanna-
Just like any equipment that would be useful at this point.
Basically, everything you want is what he was moving somewhere else, and you're not sure where he went.
God damn it, Jesse.
I want to check around like the surrounding rooms, see if doors are open or unlocked or look like.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's dust.
Why don't you
footprints
put
or
the
anything.
jewelry
Yeah, I'll go
on the
with it.
vanity?
Sure.
Leave it there for now.
You put the stuff on the vanity.
Maybe with her pictures.
Let's hold on to the one of her by herself,
Mhm.
and then leave the other two.
Okay.
Just so they're in their home. kind
Sure.
of.
Okay. So you guys leave some of her stuff on the vanity in the room. All of the other rooms on this floor in this wing seem to be locked, and it doesn't look like any of them have been opened recently.
They're still like dusty.
Doesn't look like Jesse's been through here.
In any of them.
Where did he go? He
So we haven't checked.
Let's look for footprints.
Yeah.
he didn't go in the
It's
basement,
dusty.
or else he would have found what we found. He didn't go in the office.
I mean, I'm sure he went into the basement. Check. He probably is the one who put on the lights so that he could, access.
Right, but he didn't go into the storage
I
room.
didn't have any notes on it.
He didn't have any notes
Jesse
about.
would have written that shit down. That would have been a
He-
fucking treasure trove for him.
According to his notes, he spent most of his
I don't
time
know why he
taking readings
didn't though.
here. What did he end up doing
Do we want to go check the other room that had the other occupant whose stuff was here?
on the
On the third floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say we either
Someone-
check there or the kitchens.
Yeah, someone with a flashlight.
335 is in the west wing,
Yeah.
which has no lights.
Yeah.
We have flashlights.
Yep.
That's fine. I'm just letting you know. So you guys go back to the center, go up the stairs to the next side.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys head over to room 335. It's locked.
Key. We have master keys
Yep.
for all
Yep.
rooms.
Does it look like it's been opened recently? Like,
So on the second floor, there are a lot of scuff marks from coming and going, like in the dust,
Mm-hmm.
because Jesse was all up and down that hallway.
Yeah.
So if you wanted specifics on if you think you could figure it out, you're gonna have to pull at least twice. to
Well, I don't
see.
have a flashlight, so.
Right. That was on the second floor where there was light.
Hmm.
Now on the third floor, with flashlights, you see a few footprints. So it looks like someone came through here at least recently.
Okay.
So it looks like someone was here. Maybe it was Jesse. Do the footprints look like they're going towards the room or just down the hall?
I'm just wondering why he would have even come here if he didn't find any of the
It could
personal
have been
stuff.
his initial sweep of the place.
Yeah.
That is one thing we didn't do.
Yeah.
The footprints look
We
like
should've,
they
we should've looked on the
stop
outside,
at
too.
each door. So you could go like this to each door, and then it comes back around the other way.
Yeah, so he was just checking each room.
It doesn't look like any of the doors have actually been opened recently.
Let's go check that room.
Oh, okay. Well, he was just going with the electromagnetic thing, probably.
Yeah, like
Big enough, yeah.
Still think it's worth looking inside.
Yeah.
Open the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, try the key.
Open.
You open it up. It is the mirror image of the room on the other side. So you walk in, and instead of the bathroom being on your right, it's on your left. But and it's set up the exact same way.
Do we notice anything odd?
Does
during
it
the
look
sleep
like
of
a
the-
used hotel room, or is it clean as if it's waiting? Because there was nobody else who checked in after that guy, right?
I mean, it looks like it is unused. Like there's
Yeah.
like,
Like when you go to a hotel room, the linens are made.
but
It's
there's no
clean.
linens. Like clearly,
Well, yeah.
whenever they closed down, they pulled
They
all the
just
linens.
took all the, yeah.
Like the mattresses are still there because apparently they weren't worth taking, or
Yeah. Or they
I
don't
mean,
use them.
yeah.
but
Okay.
like the only reason that 215 looked like it was ready to be lived in is someone set it up.
Gotcha.
Nothing remarkable here.
You feeling okay?
I think so.
It's just that twinge that you've had since you got here.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure if that's a thing.
Just
Yeah.
hold him to the different rooms. he's our EMF.
Currently, he's the only one you got because you can't find Jesse.
There's a reason Jesse would call me for special jobs occasionally. Well,
I'm trying to think.
nothing
of,
remarkable here. It might have just
wild
been a
guess.
coincidence that there was some stuff left in the basement.
So does that leave us with kitchens, roof,
Dining room.
dining room?
On the first floor, dining room under the east wing, kitchen under the west wing, and there's a space behind, like where the elevator is, to get from the kitchen to the dining area.
Of service
without-
hallway.
Yeah, without
Yeah.
walking through the lobby.
How many floors is it up to the roof?
4.
How close is it to the roof?
number.
Jesse's on the roof. You can stay up there for right now. Let's go check the first floor.
He can enjoy the weather.
I say
Let's
check
go
out
back
the
to the
kitchens.
kitchen, yeah.
Do you hear it? What's the like window situation in the lobby and like general areas?
So, 2 glass doors, 2 very large windows on either side of the glass doors that give a very nice view of what was once probably a very nice wooded area, but is now a lot of other buildings. Like you do have that front yard area,
Backyard.
but it's a lot less picturesque than it would have been in 1920.
How's the weather and like? I assume it's gotten dark, but is there stars out? Full moon?
It was a
Winds.
little gray and overcast when you got here, and the clouds haven't parted, so you don't really see a moon. Like you kind of get the hazy idea of where it is.
Okay.
Um,
So the weather hasn't gotten weird.
no, not particularly.
That's good.
It's
Maybe.
spring in the Midwest. There is always a storm on the horizon, but it doesn't feel like imminent death of a storm.
Yeah.
I
Nobody's
mean,
fake
I don't know
news.
about that.
Well, not from the storm.
Yeah, not from the storm.
Not from
but,
the storm.
Alright.
This
Since
thing is still
it's-
terrifying.
Do we still have power in the lobby?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we would probably still have power in the dining area. I say we go there
Yeah.
because the kitchen was in the west wing, which is the dark one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just take a look in
dining
the dining.
and then kitchen. Just
Okay.
clear things off.
So you guys head into the dining room. It is again, a lot of this stuff was left behind. There are really nice wooden tables and like a large open. It could probably be used as a ballroom if you wanted to. Like you could hold all sorts of events in this area: weddings, funerals,
Bar mitzvahs.
bar mitzvahs.
Seances.
I mean, we could try
Actually, are
that.
there candles in the dining room?
Not anymore.
Well,
Maybe 1 or 2 stubs, but
Nothing with a wick.
except for him. So as you walk in, it's dark because you haven't turned the lights on. But there looks to be also a big, large crystal chandelier hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, good. I'm not walking under that.
Guys, the ghost is
Make-
contained to the basement. It's fine.
So let's,
If you
let's go
say
ahead
so.
and flip on the lights and then walk around the
it.
chandelier.
But everything, like, there's no curtains, no linens. Everything's
Well,
pretty much
there appears to be a large window on the front side of the building also, which has a very heavy curtain in front of it. You aren't getting any light in here outside of what's coming in through the door from behind you.
I'm gonna go try and open the curtain while you guys find the lights.
Nah. Okay.
Alright then.
So you go, tug the curtains open. You're not getting a lot of light from outside either because the moon's mostly covered, but you're getting
It's
a
better.
tiny bit. You think you see something out of the corner of your eye.
Oh, great. Like outside or inside?
Inside.
Oh, great.
Bo, are you okay?
Let's head count again. Alright, names.
Jasmine.
Wait.
Jack.
Henry.
Jack.
Bo.
Jesse.
Shit, there's two Jacks.
Jesse?
What?
Jesse? You're here? Jesse?
I
You
Fucker
saw
was
him?
Here.
flick on the
I
lights.
heard. Didn't you guys hear him?
Do we
Did
hear
we?
it?
Did we?
Did we hear that?
You didn't hear it. Your brain thought it.
Oh. Because that's what we always used to do. I hope. I hope that's just the order we normally win in.
Somehow I feel like Jesse would have wanted to be first, but
Yeah.
Too bad it's me. It's always been me.
Dio! No!
But it was I, Jack!
Flip the switches for the lights on.
The chandelier illuminates and immediately goes out.
Okay,
Great.
the fuse went out.
And in that flash, you do see someone sitting at a table in the corner.
Flashlight on that.
You see a person you recognize.
I go...
Is it Todd?
It's not
Fred?
Todd.
Jesse?
Jesse?
It's not Fred.
Jesse.
It looks like Jesse, but he's wearing some weird ass clothes.
Jesse.
Does it look
Oh.
like any of the clothes we saw in the basement? Me
I
and,
mean, similar style.
Jesse, what
Old
the
clothes.
fuck are you doing here? and What the fuck is going on? Like, I'm storming over toward them.
Me too. Well, not storming, I'm
What
walking.
the fuck is happening?
pull out my pocket knife.
Jesse?
Hello.
What?
Jesse?
Hi.
Hi. Yeah.
What is going on, Jesse?
I'm sorry, you must have me confused with someone else. I'm John.
Do you go by Jack?
What's going on?
I do actually.
Who calls you Jack?
Hey,
My girlfriend.
okay,
Oh, your
John,
girlfriend.
what's happening?
I'm on leave.
From what?
From
Well.
what?
Leave from
Don't
what?
you know there's a war going on?
Yeah, but why would you be on leave
There-
in a hotel?
I've come to visit my fiance.
But she doesn't live here.
Hey, John,
Yes.
what year is it?
Right now I believe it's 1916. Wouldn't you say?
No,
No.
I'd say it's not
Doesn't
important
matter.
right now. How long you
That's
been
it.
here?
It's all good.
Okay.
How long you been here, John?
Oh, I mean, I just got into town. I ship back out day after tomorrow.
I want to... So, like,
achieve full visibility.
yeah, I want to take off, like,
Here's
a vest or a jacket or whatever. Like, outermost clothing.
Look like you're getting comfortable with him. Sit down, or
No, like,
You're trying
force
to
it off
disrobe
of
him?
him.
Oh, off of him?
Yeah.
Oh.
You want to try and pull his coat off of him?
Yes. He's not supposed to be wearing it, so...
Yeah, go ahead and make a pull. If you
Oh
wanna
man,
try.
I'm gonna get strangled by clothing.
are you even saying anything to him? Like, are you just
No, I'm just
whoosh?
forcibly disrobing.
Wow.
Right.
I didn't
Alright,
think
alright,
Trent was gonna
Jack.
get
I didn't think we were
strippy.
gonna go straight to sexual assault today, but
Alright, Jack.
Well, this seems like a good as time as any.
welcome to Ghost SVU.
What was that game where you had to
Closing
shoot the clothes off the vampires?
I believe you're confusing
Oh, no,
Gun
I know
and
what you're talking
Akiba
about.
and the
I-
Akiba strip.
Yeah,
Aki
Akiba
of the
strip.
strip. That was vampires?
Yeah, you
Yes,
have to strip
they
their
were- I thought it was
vampires
zombies.
so
To
they
expose them to
vampires.
sunlight.
You have to
Yeah.
strip all their clothes off.
Yeah.
Oh, I
The
thought
game
they were
was bad.
demons.
So you're not a
No.
pervert. You're saving the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. And most of them are scantily clad ladies.
Yeah.
Well, they're scantily clad after you shoot their clothes off.
Yeah, just rip. Oh no, I think
Yeah,
you're
you
thinking
ripped
about
Galgun.
Galgun.
That one. Galgun's where you shoot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I was saying.
I was combining two things there.
Yeah, you're
Uh-oh.
combining two.
Alright, we're committed.
Fetish games.
So you get.
I have
It
no
looks
idea how
to
you
be-
just did that.
It looks to be like a military coat from the First World War, and you forcibly remove it from him. Sir, how dare you handle an officer like that?
John,
Fully
let me
corporeal.
apologize for my friend. He's not all right in the head.
I'm going to have a conversation with the staff about this.
I
Clothing
understand that.
I
Is-
am.
Interactable.
Would you do me a favor?
I see it.
Would you come outside with me for 1 second?
No, I am
Jacket
waiting
removed.
for my fiance.
She said she would meet you outside. She sent me down to get you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she said she had something to attend to outside and wanted to see you there. I believe she has a surprise for you.
Believes year to be 1916.
What is my fiance's name, sir, if you know her so well?
Marie
Marie what?
Dornan, I believe.
I'm not going anywhere.
Fair enough.
I understand.
On leave to see his fiance.
But the weirdest part is that the time frame isn't mentioned.
It's possible that before becoming a permanent resident, she had stayed in the hotel to meet Jack.
The hotel wasn't even opened yet.
Was it not?
It opened in 23? 22?
So this could just be something attached to.
Oh,
Or-
was the hotel built like on like
Seems to.
On a family property?
yeah was it or not on a family
Created-
property? I mean like was
Well, I assume her name would have been.
well, we're in
on,
a
like,
dining room,
ownership.
so was it like a big fancy
Seems to have
like
created memories to suit his
was it like a big
current situation.
just a center before being like is the hotel added on or was it always a hotel from day one?
Or was it like a public space?
You're not sure.
Okay.
Would you like a smoke, John?
No, thank you.
I don't
It's a
think.
bad habit, and if Marie catches me, I will be in the doghouse.
I don't think we've ever seen
Yeah, my
one
wife
that
says the
is
same
fully interactable. That you were able to rip his jacket off.
It's because it's Jesse.
He's having a perfectly normal
Pretty sure this is a
conversation.
possession.
It's just Jesse.
Anybody got any salt?
It is it Jesse? Like it looks like.
It looks exactly like
Oh, okay. I thought it.
Did he look like Jesse when in the photo that we have of
No.
him?
So
Jesse.
this
No,
is
they're
definitely a
two
possession.
different men.
Mm-hmm.
Possible possession case.
And we have the one picture of her just on us currently, so let's not show him that. Or
Do we have anything that belongs to Jesse?
no, we left it all down in the terrifying basement.
No, we left
Is-
it up in the
In
second
his
floor.
room.
Oh, his room.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesse.
I thought
Um,
someone took his notebook.
I have. Yeah, you have his
I
notebook.
read his
Yeah.
notebook.
I think
grabbed
I
it.
brought it with me.
I have the.
Um,
I kind of go back into focus for Jack because I assume he wasn't really paying us any mind. Is this Marie with the picture?
Yes. Isn't she lovely?
Yeah, she is. When was this taken?
The one of just her?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm asking him.
Right. I've never seen that one before.
Okay. Anything
she'll
weird?
be a little bit older.
She's a lot. She's like almost 20 years older.
Yeah.
So it's weird that he
11 years
noticed
older.
that he recognizes her, but he didn't know, he didn't comment anything weird about it. Okay.
Jack,
Just want to make
he
sure
does
we just
look a little confused.
Jack,
we
but-
just took we just took this picture, so we wanted to make sure you thought it was all right.
Just? No.
Yeah, it's part of the surprise.
But I mean, that's her, but she doesn't look quite like that. I just saw her 15 minutes ago.
what are you hoping to accomplish here? Confuse
Confuse the
the
ghost
the
out.
ghost out of him?
That could happen. That is a thing.
John, do you recognize this book? I'll hold up Jesse's notebook.
He looks super confused.
It also looks way more modern.
Does
than
this
the book that he's used.
writing look familiar? I'll
You
hold it in front of me.
hold it in front of him. He starts reading it and he's like, yes.
Is he seeing the dates on there?
Yes. But that doesn't.
You're not John.
What?
Who are you?
Jesse? What? And like, Jesse like snaps to. Guys, what the hell?
What the hell with
yourself?
What are you
Waited
wearing?
here for 3 goddamn days.
What?
What are
Also-
you
I
wearing?
know. I've been investigating. What are you guys doing here?
Came to find you because you disappeared 2 days ago.
You guys hear a piercing scream. Just like
Male or
high
female.
female, like height registered. Like you
Is it from above? Kind of. Because we're on the same side.
you
and
are hearing just it's
under.
surrounding you. Like it
Oh,
seems to be
great.
coming from all directions at once, and Henry feels like his head is about to explode.
Oh, fuck, it got out of the basement.
She's like, "No! He's mine! Leave him here!"
He's not yours?
Hey, you should probably
This
change
is
out of those
alive?
clothes.
Yeah, get out of those. Go
Jesse's
get
like,
your
"What the
regular
fuck is
clothes
going on?"
That's
We're
You
pretty
were
sure you were possessed by a ghost.
Important. We should leave.
There's windows, right?
Yeah.
Or on like the first floor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chair, window.
It bounces.
And windows weren't that strong back then.
No, they
They're
weren't.
real glass back then.
Not gonna rationalize this one, Jack?
Yeah, there's time and place.
You feel something on your head. You get some dust in your eyes. The chandelier starts wobbling.
Backing the
guys,
fuck up.
Guys, back up away
It
from the
starts to
chandelier.
fall. I need someone to make a pull.
Oh.
Okay.
Jeez. Ah. Oh. I should have written down who was.
You could always push everybody out of the way.
I could, and I'm thinking about it. That's why I jumped at the opportunity to pull it in the first
It's like,
place.
I'm
Well,
torn
no, that
between my...
heroic sacrifices.
Yeah, I'm
Push
torn,
the fuck down.
I'm
I'm seeing if
Okay.
it's possible to get something,
Yeah.
and if
Yeah.
I can't find something, I'm going to push it.
I'm torn
Okay.
between my need to heroically sacrifice myself and my want to keep my character alive.
Right? Like,
Yeah,
I feel like.
same.
But I did get to heroically sacrifice myself in my first game. So.
Ooh, careful.
Oh, that is a wobble.
Yeah.
Oh, shit!
Wick dives and shoves Jesse out of the way, with the chandelier
Do you
comes
mind if I start?
plummeting down.
Yeah.
While you're talking.
He is absolutely crushed.
Alright, gonna
Yeah, make sure it's
Run!
It's
stable.
good playing with you, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta leave.
Run.
Run into the lobby.
Thanks for
Holy-
playing, Wick.
Play kind of stops until we reassemble.
My
Yeah.
mom was
Yeah.
possessed, by the way,
Oh
a long
shit.
time ago.
Oh.
That's
Oh.
where the
Yeah.
scratching comes from.
Oh. All right.
Sorry, came from.
Yeah, you guys are putting a fucking lean in already.
We're
I
not
don't
good
have
at this.
anything to really push against it.
I'm just
As you
getting,
remember your friend, Wick.
I'm just getting the blocks ready for you guys.
Poor Wick.
Think about how
What's the gore situation?
there's a lot of blood, and he.
And glass, like,
Yeah.
inside of him?
Yeah. He wasn't really crushed, beyond recognition, but there is blood everywhere. He is cut to ribbons.
Is there any, like, glass in his eyes?
Do you want to look that closely?
I'm wrong.
No,
I
I
would notice.
fucking ran.
I feel like my character would have noticed. Just like. I don't
You're
know.
not that close. You would have to get a lot closer, and to
Okay.
get a lot closer, you'd have to make a pull.
You can stay down here, James. You're just not.
Well, I was gonna change actually.
Oh, your
Yeah.
bag is over there.
Oh, okay. Well, my drink's over here. Are we missing a block?
No, those are
It's right here.
tractors.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, it's right there.
Sorry.
I didn't remember if that was the signed one or not.
No, that one's here.
Here's my copy.
Oh yeah, the cursed one.
Do we all sign one at the end?
We probably will.
Do you typically sign the one that kills you?
The signing thing is not a thing.
It was my mom's thing when she was doing it with the kids.
Oh, okay.
She
Because my mom's
used,
a teacher.
yeah, she used to do this with her kids during advisory.
Gotcha.
So, did we all run the fuck out or just like to the walls?
Run the fuck out.
I'm
You
grabbing.
can tell me.
I'm gonna
running to the
stop at
lobby.
the door
I'm gonna grab
and
Jesse and haul his ass.
before I exit,
Ah.
I'm gonna try and.
Ah,
That's
I'm
You
not
have
okay
to-
with this.
Why are you
I
getting
didn't
the
agree to
easy
this.
ones? Just making it interesting.
You guys thought it got to reset to easy mode?
Yeah. You think you get full easy mode? That's not how this works.
But he was so
I didn't
heroic.
agree to this.
Is
he
it
was heroic, wasn't
number
he?
of players?
Okay, run over to the door.
Yeah.
Is anything
so
still happening?
we're at 5 now.
Yeah, that's
Oh, I
five.
thought we'd all have to do it.
No.
Oh,
Running-
can
running
I
over-
fix this right
That's
here?
5.
Give me a second.
Okay.
I'll do it. No problem.
Running over the door. Is anything else still happening?
I'm still like.
And 1 for your fallen comrade.
Oh boy.
There you go. All
She
right.
wants to kill at least one more player
Twisted.
before we finish up.
So,
Anybody else want to smoke?
are you stopping? Where are you guys going?
Running to the lobby.
Lobby.
Wrong lobby.
Okay, so you
I'm
go.
looking back, but I'm trying to get out.
You
I've
So,
got
like-
I've got
Yeah.
Jesse.
Being guided.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
So
Somebody's got my hand.
I got it.
this Jack has Jesse, and they are rushing out of the room.
This Jack has Jackson.
That Jack has. Fucking hell.
Damn it.
Now it is the
So-
majority, Jack.
You turn back.
Our plan to supersede.
You turn back. You want to get some detail in
Yeah.
what you see.
Oh jeez. What do you need to see?
Is there anything else? Is there
Following
something chasing us?
Yeah, that's important.
I think getting away is more important.
Honestly, I feel like if we're getting chased, like,
Oh,
Scooby-Doo chase scene.
Oh, I can't do
I
that.
don't like it.
I keep trying to play Jenga, and then. Ooh, there we go.
Yeah, this is a collaborative Jenga, not
Yeah.
I want to destroy everyone else Jenga.
yeah, Redbeard.
It was working well.
What did
with
the
this
angle of
kick.
that yank look like? Because it's towards the cameras. They watched it go.
Yeah. We'll watch it in instant replay when we're done. So you look back and you see this figure standing over Wick's body, and it's looking really closely to see if he's still alive. It looks like
Is it human?
it's
Wait.
humanoid.
Okay.
It
Or
looks
Mhm.
yes, it looks female, and
Is it wearing any of the clothes we saw?
Yep.
Okay.
this woman looks to be in her. Where did I put her? I think she was in her 40s when she died.
Mhm.
And she looks to be in her early 40s.
Just get the fuck out and torch this place.
Yep.
So
Well,
you
they
guys,
wanted to
I
be
don't know if we
haunted.
can.
They
get
got their
out.
haunted hotel, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's go.
it's haunted. There's a scary lady here. She killed
Try
our
the
friend.
front
Let's
door.
go.
Yeah, try the front door.
front door's locked.
Can I force it?
It's made out of glass. Or
We've
wood.
got the thing.
A
on
chair
the
bounced
outside.
off glass a
True.
second ago.
Can I try to force it?
You can try.
Are we all
Just
gonna
turn
try
the
and
thing.
force it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can try.
Well-
it has a deadbolt that.
It does.
Yeah, try to.
Every time you undo it, it immediately goes back.
Fun.
So guys, there
Okay,
was
I gotta-
totally
I gotta try.
totally
Yeah.
Fine.
old lady Marie was definitely
Kind of
looking at
mad.
Wick. Did his body move for anything after?
No.
Okay.
Was,
I'm worried that the body's gonna go missing and that's the
Bless
new
you.
Jack.
Yeah.
was she?
I mean, that's fine. Then she'll have a Jack, and we can leave.
but she's not like looking back. She's not following us or anything.
I mean, in that moment, she wasn't.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Or we should probably barricade that door.
keep looking. I'm curious. We barricaded the one door.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still barricaded?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Is
I
this
mean,
the-
it probably wasn't her down there anyway. She probably stayed in her room.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
And she probably chilled next to Jack for a little bit.
You get the door open?
He tried.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Well,
Shit.
You successfully attempted to open the door.
What if I failed and my shoulder had exploded?
You could have
You don't
crashed
know
through.
what entities are coming for you, or at you, or from what
Okay.
direction, or what
I'm
they'll
gonna-
use.
Jack, where's your
Looks like-
equipment?
Is there
Or-
furniture?
No, Jack.
Jesse.
Jesse, where's your equipment?
Some of it was in the dining room. That's the last thing I remember. I was in the dining room. I was setting up because it's like I didn't get any other bounces on any other floors.
Where's your notebook?
I don't.
I have-
One of you had it.
I
No,
have-
your other one. The one you keep
Oh
on
shit! He pulls it out.
If
Yeah.
open your have a little butt notebook right there.
you. Everyone expected
I'm
it.
great at mine.
I mean, if you want to just grab one of those. It's got moon runes on it. It's all good.
Sure. No, but he pulls out his notebook. He's like, "What do you want?"
What do you
What
have
happened
written down?
before you disappeared?
I mean,
What,
okay.
What's
so
the last time you had? Because the last one, we have. Henry has
315.
yours. You've got 315 as your last.
3:50. He like looks at his last page. He's like, I have a 4 a.m. nothing changed. I have a 3:30 nothing changed. A 4 o'clock nothing changed. But that's while I was going in between the room and the dining room.
If she died in her sleep, she probably died around 4 or 5. That's when housekeeping normally starts making their rounds.
Mm-hmm.
People start coming to work.
That's a good thought.
So, did you learn anything about Marie?
No, I didn't even know who it was yet because I didn't go looking for anything until I was gonna start looking at like records and stuff if I got a spike. But I didn't get a spike the first 2 days. I thought these guys were full of shit.
Okay, so here's what we found.
Okay.
The person who
I like hand
who
him
you
my notebook to
possessed-
look through as
Okay.
she's talking.
The
him
person
through.
who possessed you was probably the husband or boyfriend of whoever was in 215 for the longest, and so he possessed you, or she
Force the
imprinted
possession, yeah.
Imprinted,
her
yeah.
memory on you,
Yeah, it was.
and it was a really early memory too.
I
'cause-
think it was more that, not him, because I didn't feel like taken over per se. I was living
You were a
in
doll.
1916. Yeah.
and that's really weird because she didn't come here until the late 20s, early 30s, or late mid 30s.
Okay.
So, we found some of her stuff. Here's a picture of her.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Not it, but
Seems
her.
like-
Yeah.
We're not getting out of here until we do something about this, which might put a dent in our friends' plans. But we need to do something about this spirit.
We need to get out.
What time frame are we at, roughly, right now?
So it's starting to get close to 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Ah, fuck.
You guys have not been here that long, but
Yeah.
in between going through all of
I
these
mean, that's
things
5 hours.
Yeah, you've been here about 5 hours.
There's a lot of walking.
And trying to force open doors and
Yeah.
just all sorts of shit.
And calming the fuck down after
Yeah.
sleeping.
Okay, so you said
Yeah.
some of the equipment was in the dining room.
Yeah.
So we can get to that.
What
from...
was in the dining room?
In the dining room, I had already set up
Goes in there.
one of my thermometers and
Are you in
Camera.
your normal clothes under that, or is that all
he seems to be wearing like full
20s?
World War II officer's uniform.
World War One.
That's what I meant. World
Okay.
War One.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
'Cause-
No, but that would have been interesting because if he thought he was living
Yeah.
in World War One, like he thought it was 1916.
Yeah.
But then
Chris,
was
do you
dressed
remember-
in World
She
War
might
II.
have
Do
actually
you remember
remembered
any of the shit
different
it's
things.
been
Yeah.
having you do?
What?
Do you remember what it's been having you do?
Like the last day?
We
Is
were.
it
The last thing I remember is going into the dining room. You found me in the dining room. I have images of like her idea of what was going on. I think that day. I don't know if I've moved in the last 24 hours.
How do you like stretch, bones creak?
I mean, I'm a little
Stiff?
stiff, but
Okay.
I'm pushing 30 stiff.
Yeah. So just old.
Yeah.
uh,
No, but like she was.
not 20s.
I was home on leave. We
know
were
that.
having dinner. I was taking her out. I had to go back.
There might have been a big event, and that's why they were at the hotel. Wait, the hotel wasn't established. Never mind.
No, and we weren't here.
Okay.
Now that you say that, like we weren't here, but we were.
Anyway,
He had taken her out when he came home on leave one time. It was essentially a memory, I think. I don't know how much she was adding to it.
Oh, I wonder if he died after he went back.
Yeah, he could have died in the war. Yeah.
That's what money says.
what's keeping her here? Her journal says that she had cancer, and she passed in her sleep. That's not a typical haunting case.
It could have been suicide from grief.
The weird.
It could have been just
For that
suicide, like with pills or medicine or something.
It's possible. I suppose the hotel records might not necessarily have detailed that.
She might not have wanted to go
I
from
mean,
cancer. She wanted
If
to
they
take
knew
it
that
herself.
she died, if they knew that she had cancer from going through her belongings, they might not have looked into it, like her cause of death.
Or if she committed suicide, if she was a religious one, they might not have told anyone so she could get proper burial.
Yeah.
And we
I
know
don't
that
know, though.
she.
What if she didn't get a burial?
Do you think she's still here?
It's possible.
I think she's in the fucking basement.
All of her stuff is here.
Right.
Which
There
means
was no next of kin to come
Next
pick it
of
up.
kin.
Which means her body could very well still be
Is there a
here.
back
Her
door?
bones.
Like,
If
in
you
the
go,
lobby to go to the backyard.
well,
grounds?
not from the lobby, because the lobby goes to a wall that leads to a servant's hallway. Well, service hallway, and then but if you go through the service hallway, there's, according to the map that you have, there's a couple back exits.
I guess we should try the back doors. Maybe she's on the grounds. If she was here that long, they might
Would
have
they
given
have
her a
She's
used
burial.
either on the grounds or in the basement.
Would they have used the furnace for her?
Oh god, that would have
Good
been awful.
idea.
Yeah.
sort of awful thing.
Because
that
she was
could
throwing
force a
she was
spirit
throwing
to-
some lumber at us earlier.
Furnaces don't get hot enough for cremation.
No.
That's why they have cremation furnaces.
Mhm.
We gotta go look.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
We gotta go look.
Okay. Do we still hear anything from the door?
No.
To the basement?
You're not
Okay.
hearing anything.
She's mad.
Anything
she's
from
up
the
here.
ballroom door? Crying?
You
or...
keep hearing creaking, and you guys are so on edge you can't tell if it's her or if it's the building.
Or us pacing back
And
and
the
forth.
wind has started to pick up outside.
Oh, son of a bitch, it's gonna rain.
Okay. Go over to the door.
To the basement.
Unlock it.
Yeah.
And push the trunk out of the way.
Trunk
Yeah.
out the way.
You guys
open
move
door.
the trunk.
Let's put it in the office.
The
The
trunk?
trunk?
Yeah.
Why?
Just
It's
I
empty,
don't want it
isn't
to
it?
get forced in front of the door again. While we're down
Oh
there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
idea.
valid.
Just
That's
put
a
it
good
in, push
idea.
it in. Guys, help me push it in the
Yeah.
office and close the door.
I'll
Okay,
push it
cool.
into the office and close it.
Yeah.
Alright,
Go downstairs. Check that furnace.
make a pull.
Wait.
I
Am
don't
I the
want-
only one with a flashlight now?
Yep.
Yep.
Fuck!
Oh, shit.
Give me
He
some
didn't
light.
drop his, or we didn't think to grab it.
You definitely dropped it, but no
Yeah.
one said you grabbed it. So
Yeah.
if you want to go
We
back
also
for
didn't
it,
grab
Jesse, do you have a flashlight?
We also
on?
didn't grab the
I
fucking
don't
crowbar.
think so. These aren't my clothes.
Okay.
It's down here in the basement.
Any matches? Or a lighter?
I got
He
my
said he
lighter.
smoked sometimes, but probably not around her. But he might still
I
have.
don't think these are his clothes. I think they were from down here.
I've got my
Okay.
lighter.
Oh. 335.
Yeah.
I mean, the other person might also have smoked. I understand. He checks
My
his
pockets are
clothes.
empty.
What do you want the fire for?
We might need the furnace.
Yeah.
So
I'm
do
about
you
to
just,
wet myself.
Are,
So
Bye.
I've held it for like 2 hours.
and she died.
So the furnaces usually, like, as far as like big ones like that, they sometimes have a shovel, like a tiny shovel next to them.
Sure.
Is there anything like that?
There's definitely a shovel.
Okay, so
furnace.
can I grab that while I look in there?
Yeah, you did. Yes. As you're digging through, you don't see any like.
Residue.
Well, you
Bones.
don't see like a human skull and femur, but
The hotel
there's.
was also in operation for 2 years after.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
You do see a few really small, what look like bones. But you don't know if it's like a squirrel that fell in the furnace or if it's human finger bones.
It looks like bones. I can't tell you if they're human.
Bo, are these human? James might have put her outside.
Bo.
Bo, are
These
these bones human?
human?
Oh, you found bones in
We
the.
found bones.
We found bones.
Bones in the
Um,
chocolate.
I'll look at them. Are they like roughly human? How many are there?
Don't know.
A small handful of
Oh.
small bones.
Of
Like
small
the giant
bones.
Close the door.
Oh, I thought I did.
Becca, can you?
That was in
Becca, can you?
Sorry.
If that dog knocks over this tower,
We all
Rosie
die.
dies.
No!
I'll
Do
sacrifice
you want to
myself for
inspect the
her.
bones? And
Yeah, bones are easy.
Bones
Tower,
are
on
easy,
the
he
other hand.
says. Bones are easy, he says, as the furnace like bursts into flames and incinerates everyone in front of it.
It was mostly closed, Dustin just couldn't quite pull it, so
Oh.
she had her nose at the door.
And since she's a polite pupper and doesn't like going past boundaries.
Yeah.
here you
I
go.
don't think she could get it open anyway.
She doesn't usually force her way through cracks.
Yeah.
These look like
Oh
they
my god.
Perfect.
These look like they might be
Party
finger
rock?
or toe.
But they are human.
They appear to be.
Do they seem to be adult?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And any signs of? I don't know how much, as a nurse, I'd be dealing with cancer other than maybe hospice. Is there any
You wouldn't be able to tell from.
Cancer
No.
bones.
Hands of a bone.
I mean,
Unless
yeah.
it was, like,
Unless she had,
Specifically bone
unless she
cancer.
had
Yeah.
bone cancer
Or
and you
blood
had one
cancer.
of the
Or-
large,
yeah.
Yeah.
and you had one of the larger bones.
not.
There's no fucking way
Yeah.
you're gonna tell from
Fingers.
metatarsals.
From looking at it.
Yeah,
Would you be able to tell if she had like arthritis or anything from the bones?
No,
No,
that's
that's
just-
joints.
That's joints.
It's joints.
Okay.
There
Also,
would be some degradation.
50-year-old bones that were burned in a furnace.
Right.
Yeah.
So these were burned. They weren't just like placed in there. I can see charring.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Yes.
Okay.
If she was the one that was burned,
Okay.
the furnace was then in use for 2 seasons after.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm surprised they. I understand they still were using it, but I'm surprised they're in this good a condition. They might have burned her body later.
They might have.
Distressingly, they might have piecemealed it too. Is it big enough to like fit a whole person in and still like have the necessary like
It'd be
airspace for
tough.
it? Yeah.
This it's a big building, so it's a big furnace, but it's a lot of
It'd be
furnaces.
tough, yeah.
It's tough
There's
to
only,
fit a
like,
this
body
much
inside.
room.
A per-
Is there
At a
anything
time.
like a burlap sack or anything around?
Can we turn it on?
You got the match, or the lighter.
Right, but it has like gas or some shit, doesn't it?
It's wood.
It's a wood burning.
That's right.
Yeah.
1920s. Might have. They possibly could have retrofitted it for coal, but
It's doubtful that close after
exactly.
the war.
That's what I'm saying.
Go
Yeah.
lower.
They weren't doing well after the Second World War, so I doubt they had the money to retrofit it.
Yeah. There's been no like major renovations for it for
The last major renovation seemed to have been before the Second World War.
yeah.
I think
Well,
we
they
should
still
at
are
least
hanging
gather
those.
the
no
bones that we can
good
find in the furnace.
Oh lord.
Maybe
Ugh.
we can
Fear.
convince Marie that like
I'm gonna pocket the bones.
Yeah, I was gonna try to find a bag for them. At
like if she lets us out, we can give her a proper burial and she can be reunited with her fiance.
So yeah, you find you don't find like a big ass burlap sack,
Sure.
but there are bits and bobs down here that have like screws and stuff for maintenance and stuff. So it's not a big bag, but you have a small little bag. You dump the screws out of, put some human bones inside.
Maybe we light the furnace, it'll scare
just
her.
casually throw some human bones in a bag. It's fun.
The furnace
Um,
lights up.
Oh shit!
I want to check the fuse box. Is the fuse for the west or for the dining room still in? Does it appear to be blown?
It appears to be gone.
Okay, because the lights came on and then they faded.
Yeah.
It didn't break, so something or somebody pulled it out.
Yeah.
I guess I'll grab one of the other fuses. Do we want to go look in the kitchen?
Why not be down here anymore now that the furnace is on?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I want to try
I'd say
and light up
some
as
other-
much as possible.
Or other shit that's still down here. Did we take it all?
He took
We
Wick
just
took
took-
the one
Chest. Of,
chest
Chest.
that seemed to be hers.
And
Yeah.
it was
Okay.
Yes.
her stuff.
Let's go to the
Um,
kitchen then.
I'm gonna try to quickly put fuses.
For the
Um,
kitchen and
You
stuff.
have 3 fuses.
Yeah, I put one in the kitchen.
Can I, real quick,
Third
just go
floor.
try to look under the wood pile? Yeah. You do your thing.
Kitchen, 3rd floor west wing.
Kitchen, 3rd floor west.
You said all of the like main areas already had them, right? Like in the middle.
The middle is just straight up because the
Elevator,
lobby.
lobby. That
Yeah.
one's still there.
Yes.
Okay.
Just stop talking with this.
Is
Yeah, what
the
were you
one
doing?
at her room
I
still
was
there?
checking under the wood pile.
Is the one for the 2nd floor east
Yes.
still there?
The only one that seems to be missing is dining room.
Do we want to go back in there?
I want to get Jesse's equipment.
Okay.
We kind of need that.
And so that's
The third
kitchen, dining room, and 3rd floor west side.
Okay.
That's what I put in. Do I
Okay.
need to go do it?
Yes.
one. Is there anything under the wood pile?
So, in the very back corner behind the wood pile, there appears to be a small chest,
Open it.
like lockbox.
Can
It's
I
locked.
open it? Keys.
Did any of the keys match?
It's too small.
Can we bring it with us if it's small?
Yeah. Not heavy at all.
Well, the crowbar was in the storage room.
The crowbar
Crowbar's
was
in the dining
way-
room.
With
Oh, you
Rick.
you took it with you?
Yeah.
We,
Yeah.
I was about to say, I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
if we know.
We never said we didn't.
Yeah.
Anytime someone claims something, it is
Sure.
on their person
Until
That's fine.
otherwise
Until-
stated.
until given to someone else, picked up by someone else.
It
after
also
death.
would have made sense for him to keep
Okay.
Exactly.
carrying it.
So I put in the fuse. Do I need to pull any more?
I want you to pull one for each.
Oh, great.
So
Wait, so
that
what did
was
you do first?
that was for the
Dining room.
dining room.
Because
I don't know if
I'm
we
already
Wait, what were the 3 that you were gonna do?
kitchen, dining room, 3rd floor west.
I don't think we need the 3rd floor west.
Well,
I'll do dining room then.
Kitchen.
What's on the
kitchen.
3rd floor west?
That was the
That was the dude
other
who's...
bedroom that
Yeah, but I
seemed
think
to be,
the only
I think
significance
yeah.
of that was that there was a chest of men's clothes,
we can see if there's still
and we already went and looked up there with flashlights.
okay.
I'm just saying it's not worth a pull. I don't think it's worth a pull. If you guys want to.
Did you turn on that computer?
No. It's haunted.
God damn it. Damn it,
No,
Dustin.
you probably
What's the other?
you
Oh, I
moved
closed it while I
the
sneezed.
keyboard.
Damn it, Dustin, bring the
Alright.
ghost in here.
That's the kitchen.
Okay.
And they
Hold
told
on
me
to that third one. Keep it on you.
Okay.
Okay. So you have a fuse, and yeah, you have successfully put in those 2.
And then
Alright, let's go.
fire pile. There was nothing.
There was that
There was
chest.
There was a
There's
small,
blue
like,
box.
lockbox.
I need a crowbar to get it open.
Okay.
So
Something.
we're gonna
to
name
the
it
dining room.
Haul ass to the dining room.
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
You guys head upstairs.
Nothing. Nothing. Noise.
No.
How do
Nothing
I
tries
see
to
the
murder
crowbar?
us.
Mean what?
You get to the dining room doors. They are closed.
I mean, they were closed behind us anyway.
Right.
Yeah. Can I try to open them?
They are not moving.
Can I try to force it?
Yes, you may.
Well, why don't we try with the key?
Try with
You can try. Doesn't work.
Which is fair. I'm just saying.
That was an easy one.
How did you know?
Did I force it?
You successfully force it open.
Cool.
Okay.
Crowbar.
Wick's body is gone.
Ah!
The
Great.
stuff gone.
Yes.
Good.
Even the
Everything that was on
flashlight,
his-
because I assume he was holding it, but like it would have flown away.
Make a pull to see if you can find it.
Alright, guys.
Jesse, where's your equipment?
He's gonna take her to a room.
Back corner.
Most
Over
likely.
by the service entrance.
Alright,
So,
I'm gonna head that way and grab the
I'll
stuff.
go with you and help you collect all the stuff.
It was the EMF reader.
no.
the temperature and
he
the...
So,
said-
thermometer.
Thermometer and camera.
I just
He
need
doesn't
to
know where his
stand
EMF
off. I need to just like walk around for a second.
Like, I remember grabbing
I
my
told ya.
EMF and coming this way. I don't
Told
actually.
you it's tense.
Oh, I knew it would be. I just know my bones are like.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. So you find the camera and temperature, thermometer, the laser thermometer.
Great.
Mhm.
This is
What
wonderful.
temperature is it?
Also, human ghost detector. What are you feeling?
Oh, did I find the flashlight?
Nothing unusual.
Okay.
Yes. It shot off to the other side of the room. The bulb is broken.
Great. I mean, now you can throw it at something.
Yeah. I'll still grab it.
Sure.
I can always.
So, we're in the dining room. Should we head through the service entrance to the kitchen since we just lit it up?
Yeah.
Sounds
If you
good.
want to.
I'm gonna fiddle with the camera, see if I can.
Oh,
Get
are the
it
lights
on?
back on? Because we didn't flick the switch.
Oh.
For the
we
the
didn't
dining
flip it back
room.
down.
Yeah.
Right.
It would be lit up if the fuse worked.
There are a couple lights. The main light source was the chandelier.
Yeah.
And then there
But the
would have
sconces
been
are still.
there's like 3 sconces on each wall, and they're not giving off a lot of light. They're
Okay.
actually 2 of them are out, 1 on each wall. And they're got like 40-watt bulbs at best.
Okay.
So most of the center is in darkness because the chandelier would have been the main thing, and then it would have been candlelit dinners.
Okay.
It was that kind of place.
Yeah. Fire.
You can try fiddling with the camera and try and get playback on what may have happened.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead and make a pull. See if you can.
Okay.
So I've grabbed the flashlight. They found the equipment. Was it like all neatly in a pile, or like getting set up, or?
His equipment was still set up.
Okay. Honestly, I think your best bet might be around here with these 3, or that. Yep.
I'm so fucking tired.
Well, I still got some coffee.
Yeah, you are actually
Oh.
about to die.
No, I'm not. Fuck you, no.
Don't laugh too loudly at it. It'll get angry.
You successfully get the camera to rewind, and there's not a whole lot on here, but you see Jesse kind of setting up the shot. You see his face, and then you see him back up, and then you see Marie appear right behind him. And she like touches him, and he falls out of frame. And then it's like a few minutes later, you see him stand up. He's completely redressed, and he goes and he sits at that table, and she sits next to him, and they're having a conversation. It looks like, and then it goes static.
How long of a conversation?
You don't know. It goes like they sit down, they start having a conversation,
Okay.
then static.
Because you know, we could,
So,
if it were for a while, we could have been able to tell like. You know.
so the camera did pick up Marie on it,
Yes.
and she touched Jesse, and he kind of just got
Took a tumble.
he got his possession going.
You know how when you just walk up in a club, you get possession of.
Almost. It was like one.
Almost went into your
it
wife's
almost
coffee.
went into the coffee.
Successful.
It was
Wow.
so close.
That would be cool.
I would have. I was ready for that to happen.
So
You okay there?
what do we do now? We have
Go back to our room. I guess.
I don't know. I got a box that seemed to be hinted at earlier.
Let's go into the kitchen. Let's find out if
See if
there's
we can
anything in
find
the
anything-
kitchen.
yeah.
Maybe
that can
whatever's
open it.
downstairs is different than her and is trying to help us or some shit.
I
fucking
don't
know.
think throwing wood at the walls and
Trying to
causing...
warn somebody away or trying to indicate that there's something under the wood.
There are other ways of doing that than just tossing shit at the walls or locking us in there. We had to force our way out once.
This is a small portable lockbox.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go see if
we can maybe
there's
find a
something-
knife or something.
Yeah, in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Or a hammer.
So we're going through the
Hammer.
service hall
Cool.
to the
Or
kitchen.
even, yeah, actually a knife, because like if it's got screws in the back, we can unscrew it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then flip the hinges.
So you guys are headed
Through the service
entrance.
corridor.
Okay.
To the kitchen.
To the
In the front with the flashlight.
Do we also see like any trails of anything?
blood.
Yeah, that's one.
No.
Okay. This is gone.
So the
Other
door to the
fluids.
service entrance is unlocked. You guys go in and you start heading west. What do you do?
Going.
Walking.
Keep going.
Doing anything else?
Looking
I've
along
got the
the.
flashlight sweeping.
Got the flashlight sweeping? Okay.
Yeah.
Writing
I'm just
notes.
keeping an eye out.
Writing notes. So
Smoking.
Just walking behind the person with
You
flashlight.
really should stop doing that in this enclosed area.
so
Oh God, we're gonna die.
I'm more worried about
I
you know,
mean,
being
we
able
just
to
fucking
breathe.
died.
so you guys get to the
Probably.
other door to the
Yeah.
kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be locked.
We have
Try
keys.
keys.
Try the key. You unlock it, open it up, and that does not look like a kitchen.
What
Oh,
does it
great.
look like?
You're...
Is it a butchery?
No, it looks like the storage room in the basement.
Ah.
Is it the storage room in the basement? Or
Looks like it's
Swing the
going.
flashlight.
does it feel...
Are we in like a hallway?
Yeah.
How far are we from the door behind us?
The full length of the hallway, so it was the entire width of the
lobby, basically?
of the lobby.
Looks like this is where we're going.
How does the air... I've been meaning to ask this for a while. Is there any kind of airflow in the whole hotel?
Like,
That
does
we-
it smell musty?
Does it smell musty?
Yeah, it's
Is
been
wind moving?
it's been musty and dusty this whole time. The only sort of like
And you said
airflow, yeah, the only real airflow you're getting is from you guys making, like
Okay.
moving through. There's no like, none of the windows are open, and all of the vents are really old and stuff.
Gonna
So
like slowly reach through the door, see if it feels different, because it would be colder
yeah,
in the basement.
no, it totally feels like the basement was. Like you reach through and you feel like your body is upstairs.
Yeah, your hand.
You're
is
pretty sure your
downstairs.
hand is downstairs.
All right,
So this is where we're going.
let's go. Let's step through.
So
Alright,
Is this
say.
really the wisest course of...
No.
Well, something's trying to lead us down there, so we might as well go.
You can go back if you want.
Do you want to try going the other way?
I'll, like,
into the
everyone
How
kitchen?
does
else
your
is-
head feel?
Everyone else has gone in, I'm just gonna be like, and then step
none of
in.
the doors and windows are opening. So
Why don't you try? If you want to split up, you could go and try and enter the kitchen from the other way.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Henry, how's your head feeling?
Starting to throb a bit.
Hurting a little bit.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Great.
It's not the piercing that you had when she was like screaming at you guys, but ever since that happened, it's prominent.
Yeah.
So there was
Is
a
the fire still going? Oh, so is this the
storage
room?
You're in the storage room.
Okay.
yeah. There was a maintenance like closet that had tools in it in the
Yes.
storage
That's in the-
room. So let's go see if we can use.
That's in the room with the furnace.
That's in the room with the furnace.
Oh, it was.
Yes.
I thought it was in the storage room. Oh, okay.
Does
Is there anything
seem-
in
Is
the
there anything in the
storage
storage
room
room
that
I
we
can
use?
use to open this box?
Yeah. Did we leave anything behind the
Are you
last
guys
time we were
walking
breaking
through
things?
the door?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're
Yes,
in
we
there.
walked through the door.
Okay.
He was
Do you
hesitant.
close the door behind you?
No.
No.
Okay. So there's a hallway behind you, and you're in the storage room.
I
So
thought you were just gonna say the door closes behind.
Yeah.
You close the
Well-
door. No, the door closes.
Oh, fuck.
sorry. What was the last question asked?
Is there anything in that
It
storage
changed.
room that we can use to open this box?
Yeah, and I was asking, does anything appear to be changed?
Make a pull to find out.
Good luck.
You see
Because
something.
me and Wick were the only ones that really
Yeah.
looked around.
You see something you
Oh.
didn't notice before.
Okay.
That's quite the
And
wobble.
once she decides,
Which block to
Yeah.
commit to?
How many did we pull the first time?
Did you keep a count?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We've definitely
then
done
we had
fewer than that. Oh, plus the 6 from the character
creation.
creation.
And then we've had at least
so we
5.
did 20 pulls on the first one.
Yep.
I think we've done 5 or so.
Plus the 6 you did.
Plus
Plus
the
the
six.
6 I started with.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
we've gone up 2 layers, so we've done like.
Okay, so anything...
Oh! It just rebalanced itself.
Yup.
We just didn't realize how unbalanced it was.
Fuck!
So, okay. You find a screwdriver over in the corner.
Cool, I'm gonna mess with that shit.
Okay. So you've got the lockbox.
I'm gonna go towards
I
the
handed the
thing I
lockbox
noticed.
Oh, okay.
Open it.
Okay, I'm messing with it.
There's
Do I
a
have to do another
door
puzzle?
on the opposite side of this room that you swear to God was not there before.
That makes a little sense, because we'd be going probably towards either the back end or the west end. I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay.
My God.
You hear it's like a heavy, thick wooden door. Like not like the
Not the
not
entrance
like the
doors.
hollow doors that we have
This
now,
is like-
but this is like solid.
It's like the front
oak
door.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Front door here.
and it makes the
Hey.
proper noise.
Henry, can I get the key real quick?
Yeah, let's give it a shot. That one that
I'll grab the key and try the unused one, because the door seems strange.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll try that key.
What do you know it fits?
What?
What do
It
you know it
fits.
fits?
Oh my god.
Turn the key and
Okay.
but I assume we're opening the box
Yep.
at the same time.
Another pull?
Yes.
No.
To use a screwdriver on the lockbox.
Break. The lockbox just bites your hand
Your
straight
hand
off.
slips.
It's a mimic.
Your hand slips, and the
it's always a
screwdriver just
mimic.
goes right up your veins.
We least expect it.
Really glad I used the restroom. The suspense isn't killing me as much as it was.
Avani, Avani, you goddamn bitch! You left this one way off center, and I'm gonna hate you for it forever.
Can I fix it though?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Nope, that row is done.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
Actually, no. This. Oh, yeah. No, I did leave it off center.
Yeah.
Oh well. Oh well.
It looked centered from where she was.
Yeah.
It is almost 4.
All right.
Kill everyone.
We're winding up.
She's gotten started.
You get it popped open, and there is another notebook in here that looks similar to the ones that.
Hey, why don't I use my knife?
That's. I actually imagine that happened in real.
Yeah,
in the game.
You actually said
You
that as
slapped
you're
me,
cracking
Like
the door.
she gets it open.
Like I'm just sitting here. I'm like, ha! Last one. Why
That's-
did you use my knife?
That's worse than the flare gun.
We'll tell that story later. Sit down. So you get it popped open. There looks to be there's a thick notebook that it's small but thick, and then there's a few random
With 2 Cs.
loose leaf pages.
I want to fuck that book.
There is a cold, like not wind, but there's a draft that comes through that door.
Okay.
It's cold and it is dark.
Somebody with a
Guys, I
flashlight?
opened the box. I have the flashlight. It would have been nice if you'd waited for me before you opened that door.
Yeah,
Also,
flashlight. Or, no,
fucking
it's
knife.
Kraken.
just that
That
would be
would've
cool
helped.
too.
We wouldn't have had to lay
Okay.
around on
Same.
it.
I've had it. I didn't think about it. I'm
I
sorry.
asked if we had anything. Anyways, there's a notebook and shit in here. So do we want to take a minute and just look through this before we go through that door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
While she
Well,
reads that, I'm gonna walk over to that open door.
Thanks.
Sorry, I'm gonna walk over
Does
to
the
the door.
cigarette fly through into the
Fly-
abyss?
Flick the cigarette into the abyss.
It flicks in. I mean, it disappears into a dark room, apparently.
Ah,
If you touch it with that.
I know.
it's
It has
you.
to stay.
So,
James comes back from the dead to kill
If
us.
Messenger goes off, give it to me.
Okay.
I don't care about Discord.
so,
Sorry, I don't have a lot of practice
What are we
flicking
looking at?
cigarettes.
He could.
I'm gonna look at the loose.
I just thought you did it
leaf
intentionally.
first.
okay, so the loose leaf pages look to be in Marie's handwriting.
Yeah, I think this is more of Marie's stuff.
That was kept separately from her other stuff. Hidden.
Yeah, that's
Why
weird.
was it locked under the
What's it
stairs?
say?
I
What's
don't
it
know.
say?
So,
What'd you say?
They probably.
Something sketch was going on in this hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably.
Read it.
She probably didn't die in her sleep.
so the loose leaf pages,
Yes.
Marie talks about, this is late, 1946. Well, I say late.
Or
Late for
around
her.
when she died.
Yes. May, she's talking about being depressed about the fact that, like, she has cancer. You find out it's breast cancer. And
Oh, topical.
her parents have recently died. Her fiance died in the war. And she is all alone, facing this by herself.
That's why she had the other 2 pictures.
So it's some rumination on that. And then she talks about having an altercation with one of the other guests.
Does she say the name?
No, she didn't name them by name. And she didn't feel like the staff was taking her seriously. And she said if this sort of thing were to continue, she was going to have to escalate it beyond the hotel's management.
It was probably the other guy.
Maybe.
Maybe.
He was thinking.
What's
of
the
that,
book say?
Okay, I'm gonna flip through the book.
That book, not in her handwriting.
This book doesn't belong to Marie. The pages are in her handwriting.
They probably
match up
took it
with
out
the
of
other
her Can we? You still have her diary, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if
Yeah.
there's.
Let's do some matching up.
Yeah.
What time frame?
Well, what does the other book say?
It just says room 215,
People are here.
Oh, people are here. Yeah.
stored in extra room.
Stored in extra room.
And then there's like a couple other it's all
Oh.
numbers. So it's like room 215, stored in extra room. Room what was it? 335,
Yeah.
cleaned up, stored in extra room.
So we're looking for
Room.
an extra room with a bunch of bodies in it.
Possibly.
And it's just like page after page of that. Like it's the thick book is not full, but it does span the years from 1922 to 1948.
Yeah, we're looking for
I'm-
an extra.
I'm gonna hand the book over to you guys because you guys went into the office.
Mhm.
You two did.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Does this match the GM's handwriting?
Does it?
Are you a handwriting expert?
No.
Then make a pull.
I mean, you're a writer, but
I was gonna say he is a writer.
Writer doesn't make
I
you
know.
a
No,
handwriting
no, it does not.
I know.
expert.
I'm a reader.
what's Jesse doing?
Jesse's dumbfounded and watching all of this too. No.
I feel like he was the one that got us into shit,
Yeah.
but wasn't
But
the
like
one that
we
would
were
ever
the
get
ones
us
that
out.
took
Yeah.
care of
This
it.
is why he kept us around.
He
Jess-
was Fred.
Sam, choose to not do it.
Yeah.
Choose to not do it.
Yeah.
Don't die.
Well,
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
die over this.
you
Yeah,
found
no,
the
I'm not
monster
dying
book
over
of
this.
monsters, and it just
Yeah, I just can't tell.
You think it's probably,
Close
but
enough.
because you didn't make a pull, the door to the hallway slams behind you.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it still there?
The door is there, but it's the door that normally leads out to the.
Furnace.
only one way to go now.
Alright, let's
Alright.
go through the other
Let's-
door. I'm gonna hold on to this stuff.
I'll keep the.
Or actually,
notebook.
I'll give you the notebook and I'll give you the pages to put
Okay.
in the diary.
Okay.
Flashlight, let's go.
I got my knife.
Let's go.
Actually, I give you back the book since you're carrying all the notebooks.
So me and
Sure.
you, girls, you're like
Let's go.
behind my shoulder, and I'm
I
like,
now got like $5. I'm like, man, I should have brought my knapsack.
Alright, so you guys make your way in. This room is
Should've bought my fucking taser.
cold.
yeah,
the
It
extra
is-
room.
and
It is
colder than the basement.
Way colder than the basement. Like,
I mean, they would have had a. Is it a fridge?
it's not.
Okay.
That's the thing though. Like, it is, like, so much colder than it should be.
Brown mold.
You, sweeping the flashlight around, it appears to be like you're in an earthen hallway, essentially.
Oh, great.
Guys, we found the murder hole.
Found the
What's
extra
it
room.
smell like? Is it the same?
Right now, it doesn't smell musty or any of that. Now it's like it smells like earth, like
Okay.
when you
Mhm.
dig
That's
up
fine.
dirt. No,
Right.
it,
Like a
you're,
root cellar.
yeah, it smells a lot like a root cellar. You're not really getting like,
Okay.
you're not getting the stench of death.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hallway. Is there
Right
another
now,
door?
it's a hallway.
Let's go.
Let's
You
go.
can't see the end right now with your
Alright,
beams.
I'll lead the way.
All right.
All right.
Ready to
Well,
shiv
she's got the
in-
flashlight.
Well, she'll be right behind me.
Yeah.
No, I'm right next to you, just arm linked. Like, let's go. Fucking let's go.
You guys make your way down, down, down. You seem to be going at a slight
Down.
slight
down.
decline too. Like it's not exaggerated, but
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
you
People are here.
Not yet.
you get to another door.
It's probably CJ Michelle.
Try the door.
You guys get to another door.
Try the door.
Try the same key
Yeah.
if
Okay.
there's a lock on it.
There is. It is locked.
Does it work?
Does it match? Does it look like the same kind of lock?
It does.
I use the key because I still have it.
You
mystery
successfully
key.
unlock the door.
Open door.
Gonna
This is where we find that
I'm just gonna stay
About me.
push. Gonna stay put and push the door open
Okay.
if it's not heavy.
It's not. Well, I mean, it's a thick door.
And
It
it's,
takes some oomph, but it does move.
okay.
You see a room that is stacked with boxes, and it is a very large room.
This
Stored in
might
extra
be the
boxes,
extra
like-
room.
What kind of wood,
Certainly seems that way.
cardboard?
Do they look
They
human
look
size?
pine. and about 6 feet long, most of them.
Well,
Great.
extra
I
room
think
found.
this is the extra room.
Yeah.
Well, I say most of them. Some of them are quite smaller.
Baby extra room.
Um,
I don't like this either.
Alright,
So
well,
what they
you
did?
see Wick propped up in the corner.
Yep.
just standing.
Hi,
I'm gonna.
Wick.
No, he's dead,
Yeah,
but sitting and propped up in the corner.
I'm gonna inspect his body, see if anything looks different, or if he still has glass in him.
Yeah, no, he looks like he did when he died. He doesn't look changed.
Get the crowbar.
Got a crowbar
Yeah.
in his
Yeah.
belt
Can I
loop if
grab
you
the
want it.
crowbar?
Yeah.
I have a
I
flashlight.
I'll
grab
grab-
the crowbar.
Okay.
They
I
found the
wanna
flashlight, it's broken.
inspect
Oh.
some of those
Boxes with the
some of those
crowbar.
boxes.
Which one?
You said how many were there?
Oh, this room is
It's
long and lined.
Okay, so
like a
Is there?
The-
tiny warehouse.
Are they
Okay.
so
numbered?
then like are they numbered?
Or
Um,
labeled.
Most of them appear to have a room number on them.
Okay, I'm gonna look for any of them that say 215 and then
Let's find 250.
How many?
There is actually only one with 215, and it's a smaller box.
I'm gonna open that
Smaller
up.
like female or
Or-
smaller like baby?
Smaller, like.
Is it as big
that
as a bread
big.
box?
Like
A
child.
little bit bigger than a red
Let's
box.
open it. Do I need to
Jack,
use
let's
the crowbar?
get that crowbar
Yes.
and let's do it. Let's open this.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the rest of the room,
Oh, I have the flashlight and I have it aimed at that box.
but I'm still keeping an eye on the rest of the room.
Alright.
Like I'm protecting you guys.
Look
Yeah.
With your tiny pocket knife.
over here.
How's your head doing?
It's
over here?
actually
If I
bigger
die
than
in
this.
You fucking take care of Isabel. You hear me?
I got you.
Simone! Honestly, because of the weight distribution down the middle here, it might be easier to take the side ones.
You say that, but now our DM's just giggling.
What's,
I'm not okay.
what does she know that we don't about the structure of the tower?
I don't know, but she's giggling and I'm not okay about this.
She's induced the mechanism.
3 pieces of booby trap with springs.
They're on a Bluetooth. That actually wouldn't be that hard to make. Just a gentle vibrate. Tech dread. You want my knife?
The
I've been
expression-
I've been planning on using this to prod or pry. Alright, I think we're at commitment.
Yeah.
I would do it this way.
What?
Oh.
Oh, he's trying to get that one fixed.
Also
Yeah.
that.
Oh no. He's making it worse.
Right.
Done but myself. Just
Oh my
lose
God.
all bodily
Oh, it
functions.
doesn't
Just
look
like
good.
stand over here.
Doesn't look good. I think we might lose the top.
Oh yeah, that top's coming.
You might want to stand up.
Careful, watch your feet.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
Oh. Ah.
I mean, you could
Everything's
start pushing
sliding
it
with
the other
it.
way. As long as you're using that block.
Everything on top of it is sliding with it.
Yeah.
Now, just out of character, what if you only managed to, like, knock off the top row? I mean, I assume that character would still die, but would it, if the rest of the tower stays maintained?
You'd still have to rebuild it,
Okay.
maybe.
No!
Ah!
No!
Well, you
not
can
there.
use that. You can use that to push it. You can use that to push it, right?
He can move the top layer around.
Yeah.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
You're about to put that shot. Push it off, babe.
Yeah, it's
Yay!
It's hanging off by half an inch.
Come on.
Alright,
Hot.
you crack it open, you find a skull and the larger bones of an adult.
Oh, what was left?
Yeah.
They had
female.
burned all of her. They had burned all of her identifiers.
except for
Are
her.
the teeth still in the skull? Okay, but they still
They-
got rid of the fingerprints and. Wait, fingerprints weren't as big of a thing.
No.
I don't know.
Fingerprints weren't a big thing back then, no.
Still,
Anyway.
they
Well-
kept the big bits.
So here she is.
No
Now what do we fucking do?
We asked her if she
Did
wants to be
anything-
freed of this place.
Did anything happen in the rest of the room while that was happening?
Henry's headache starts getting worse.
She's coming.
Okay.
And you hear scraping at the other end of the room. You
Larry?
can't see all the way at the
Are
other end of the room.
are the labels laid out kind of like the hotel by any chance?
Not particularly.
Okay.
It was first come, first serve, stacked on top of each
Hey,
other.
Marie, you want out? Here's your out.
We can bury you.
We can give you a proper
you
burial.
you hear a voice come from the other end of the room. It's like, don't take anything. It doesn't sound like Marie, though.
Does it sound masculine or just inhuman?
Sounds different.
It sounds different. It's not identifiably masculine, but it's definitely a deeper timbre than a female voice.
Yeah. Okay.
And who are you?
Angry.
Anger.
What will you?
Who the fuck are you to tell us not to take anything when this woman wants to be with her fiance?
You feel just a cold rush of wind, and something is diving at you. I need you to make a pull.
Oh.
Yay. I'm gonna die.
No.
I'm gonna move my leg when it comes out that way.
Can I
Sam,
do
hold me.
something?
No, I don't want you to. I want to do this. I'm gonna not die successfully.
This is hers right now.
Go for a yank.
No, I'm not brave enough to do that bullshit.
Worked for me.
Did it?
Says the dead man.
I pushed it.
Man, I miss Wick right now. I can almost hear his voice.
I almost want to punch him straight in his stupid face.
Is his body still?
Yeah, his body's still there.
I can almost
Not
hear
moving.
his voice.
No, you can see his body, but it's a long room, and he was up in this. There's kind of a couple angles. This is not like
Yeah.
it was like
It's not
it
a
was
shaped
a room,
room, it's
and
just
then
a
it kept
hole.
getting pushed further and further back.
They kept digging. Where did they put the food?
Like, this is like the only one that I can pull. The rest of these are kind of just locked into place.
I realized that this outfit would have been more appropriate, but I didn't decide that he was a personal trainer until like
2
15
seconds
minutes
before.
we started.
Yeah.
What did you even write on your questionnaire, James?
Lots of stuff that didn't involve my job.
It's true.
My dad's job.
It's true.
Just remembering all these things about Jack.
Oh, the job that I would not
Oh,
do.
definitely not that. I think you need to go below
It's
that
coming
point.
for you.
I say you just gotta really yank one
getting
of those
closer.
lower ones.
Getting closer. You are stuck in that moment between action and inaction. Oh! You dive right back at whatever this is that's coming for you. You guys don't even
Fuck this
see
shit!
it. You guys don't even see what happened, but you see her dive, and you see Marie's visage come up behind you.
No, I was
Yeah,
gonna-
you have to.
Yeah.
Because so many are going to below her. Anyway. But Marie pops up behind you and says,
Pay attention.
"This way!" And she's like ushering you back out the hallway. And
Grab the box and run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grab the box, the pine box of her bits.
Oh,
Yeah. Speaking of buttons,
Well, I was a very good
is.
distraction.
Can I?
Yeah, Dead Force 1.
Yeah!
Can I do some? Is this wood like damp?
what?
no, it feels pretty dry.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's
The
okay.
box.
It just barely did my tip.
Cat. Are the boxes like damp?
Not really.
Do they seem flammable?
Could be.
Like,
If anybody
Light
needs to
a
make
lit
any
cigarette.
sacrifices,
This is
I'm going
very
to do
crooked.
something
yeah.
Yeah,
very,
but we can.
very stupid. We'll be right back.
I mean, we're surrounded by Earth. It probably won't light the whole hotel. on
No,
fire.
but I can piss this thing off and slow it down.
Oh shit.
How do you know what'll piss off a ghost? You don't like them, or you don't think they're real. Jesse, what do we do?
Motherfucker, I am in a secret basement with fucking voices and shit.
Two of my friends just died.
We don't know if you died.
Yeah, maybe you're okay.
I don't think I'm okay.
You made a sacrifice, but that doesn't mean death, right?
I don't
Right.
know if I lived.
I'm certainly dead. You saw my body.
I saw your body, yes.
I saw your body. Oh well, no, we all saw it after.
Yeah.
I think.
Alright. I like this part. The time
Where
I
you
get
get
to
to
play.
cheat.
Are we
and
taking
pull blocks
12?
up.
Yep.
Oh, great.
shit! What?
Now, what if the narrator dies?
Then I get to restack the tower and pull again.
Yeah, she also gets to use all of her hands and stuff to.
Yeah, I get to do whatever I
Still
want.
I only cheated a little bit.
If I don't catch you, it's not cheating, right?
Okay, so everyone always pull opposite from Catherine.
Oh, I'll start moving around this
Oh,
tower.
I
damn
know. I'm kidding.
it.
So that's 5, right?
She's gotta take all the easy ones.
Yes.
Oh, did she pull some last time too?
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
pulled out
You
6.
pull some when a character dies, so they don't just start back.
Because
And now we're pulling double.
they get a more stable tower, but not a stable tower.
Alright, so we should have 5 of us now.
7,
That was 7.
8,
Do you want extra hands? Just a little.
9, 10,
2 more.
11. Ah.
Catherine, don't die. I know you won't, but don't die.
12.
So,
Do we have to wait for other sound?
you mean other Jack?
Yeah.
Other same other Jack. Other same Jack.
Jacko number 5.
Oh,
Jack
wait.
number
Is that my
17
water? I
has
think
been
that's my water.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
This one was mine.
Okay.
Turns out it's a new clone
So-
every time he leaves.
You guys are barreling through the door that Marie
Gestured you towards.
just.
Is it still coming?
Yes. Well,
When? How fast?
you see it fighting
Okay.
with Jasmine.
Okay.
But she looks hurt very badly. There's blood everywhere.
Jasmine, no.
Jasmine, no.
What are you doing?
And I assume you've got my hand again,
Mhm.
because you do that.
Mhm.
I want to go
can't,
back and
like,
save her.
Light one of these boxes while I run. That's not gonna work.
You have a lit cigarette?
Well, she sacrificed herself. So if you want to
Okay,
take the
yeah.
moment that
I'm gonna
she's
take
given
the
you to
moment
try
she gave me
and
to try to light one of these boxes.
go for it. 2 pulls.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a wobbly bitch.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
That smelled weird.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Just mixed with the air. I was
Mhm.
like, what is this fragrance?
I need the
Especially
caffeine.
since I still have
Stop
the
using
coffee
that figure.
Oh.
You're a cunt and I hate you.
No, I'm not. And no, you don't. Maybe in this moment you do. And that's okay.
Yeah, I need some caffeine in my system real bad right now. I've got a massive.
Push it this way. So that
I
one
push it
stops.
that way, the tower's gonna fucking go.
Yep.
Okay. I couldn't tell.
Mm. Oh jeez.
You could always noble sacrifice fire.
Yeah, I could.
But that wouldn't be fun.
Or you could make it out alive.
Mm-hmm.
You
Noble
actually-
sacrifice, fuck those guys.
You actually have something in common with Isabel now. Maybe she'll take you back. Nice.
1.
Uno.
Wow.
Nigel Uno. Number.
Forgot about the second one.
Take things one step at a time.
Gotta keep one.
I know
jump
there were some loose
ahead of
ones
the
down
bread
there,
line.
yeah.
Yep.
One swing ahead of the sword. I pull only what I can afford.
That's everything.
Ooh, ooh. I just had a muscle
I
spasm.
think you want to place
Wow!
You
That would be bad.
you start the corner of one of the boxes,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm assuming you have a Zippo. Or do you have a bag?
Like a flick open.
That's
Yeah.
One that'll
Yeah.
stay lit.
Yeah.
And you pop out the top and douse this
Yeah.
area around it in butane,
Yeah.
and it picks up speed.
Mhm.
Are ya running?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we are
being
now.
pulled out.
Yeah.
Got the box.
Okay.
I'm just grabbing.
Got the
pulling.
box, and we're running. So,
And we're running.
and we're running.
Are we back in the same hallway?
You are in the earthen hallway, slight incline, running for the door that you
Came from.
came for the
Yeah.
You hear You smell
We
smoke.
have run out of flashlight users, I just realized.
Yeah, and you have no lights. You are
Shit.
running
Oh,
in
it's a
the
straight
darkness.
run.
I've got a
Yeah.
broken one.
So I need.
That's hilarious. It's
Uh,
people with
Who's
flashlights with
in
first
the
to die.
lead?
I
guess I'm
am,
at
I
the
think.
back.
Probably him and me.
Because
I'm gonna
dragging.
need you to make a poll to see if you can keep on your feet so as not to knock everyone down in succession.
Because we're on a slide.
Yup.
Nope. I don't even want to like start poking them to try and.
Because then it might give away enough
Yeah.
that you have to commit to it.
I found an easy one.
Yeah, it was only the third block that we pulled.
Nice. So, you bust through that other door.
It's just like slam.
In everyone else's face?
No, I'm going through the door. Like,
Right. Yeah, and you guys didn't lock it behind you, it was still actually open.
Yes.
So you bust through, everyone pops out, slam the door.
Mm-hmm.
Do you try to lock it?
I mean.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
lock it because I have the key.
Okay, you lock it.
I mean, Jasmine's still down there. But
We can come back with the
But
police.
he's
With
got
the
the lock.
police.
He's got the key.
When he was lighting shit on fire,
Yeah.
there was so much blood.
Yeah,
Like-
she's dead.
There was so much blood.
Yeah,
Whatever
she's
had
dead.
her
Lock
was
it.
clawing at her and just
Her face was
opening
ripped.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, her
Arms are ripped.
Yeah.
I would have noticed.
Lock
I
it.
think. Locked.
Mhm.
Marie, are you here?
You don't hear anything.
What about Jess, the person that's.
Je-
Jesse's with you. He's like, okay, I thought it was real. I thought I just
It
didn't
is
think
real.
it was that real. Never thought it was that real.
judging by
He's
the
having a
contents of the root cellar,
slight-
it seems that we may be dealing with more than one entity.
Slight mental breakdown on this guy's behalf.
Marie may
Jesse,
not be the malicious
calm
one.
down. We got this. We can do it.
Okay.
Just breathe.
Okay, so you guys are in the storage room in the basement.
Okay.
The mysterious door's behind you. The other door that you came in the first time is on the other side of the room.
Okay, run to that door. Is
Okay.
it openable?
It opens.
Cool. Run out there.
Is
Can
the
I
furnace
get-
still on?
Can I get up the stairs?
The furnace is off.
Furnace is off.
Can I get up the stairs?
The stairs are there.
Yeah, I go up the stairs. Can I get that door open?
It's open.
Cool.
Alright.
Let's
Let's
go.
all go to the
We're
lobby.
going.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
we're going.
Run to the lobby.
Damn it.
Run to the lobby. Try the front
Alright, I'm
door.
done.
Alright, you guys bust your asses through the lobby. Like, as you were getting to the door, all of the lights go off around you, but the front door is actually unlocked
And wide open.
and wide open.
What's the weather like?
Run out.
Hey guys,
pull
how's
it
the
out,
weather?
Slam it behind me.
Yep, you guys all bust out into the night air. It is like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. It is quiet in this part of town. The wind it has picked up, and it appears that a storm is about to start. But
We have
you
you.
What's Jesse's
successfully
car?
made it out alive.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that it?
Is there anything else you
Can I
wanted?
burn the building down?
Wait, what?
You
You're
already.
out of butane.
I have gas.
We have the car. We can just siphon gas out of it. And
What
start.
happened to Fred and Todd?
They were never in the hotel.
Yeah.
No, they
And they
did.
never came
came
back.
In, they
They
came
never
in
came
with
back.
us.
Once, and then
Oh,
they left.
yeah.
and never
Okay.
came
No, I
back.
was wondering if they came back.
Nope.
No.
They said they were going to
Oh.
with an extra set of keys, but
Okay.
I checked
So
my
I guess we
pager.
just.
Rip strip off jacket. Open up fuel port on my car. Put it in there. I don't have a light anymore.
Yep.
Never mind.
You
use
might have
this-
one
we
in
can
your
use
car,
this,
but
Do
well,
I have matches
I
in
checked my
car?
pager to see if
it's an old
I had
car. It
anything.
has one of the cigarette lighter.
Yeah,
things.
it's true. Can I use a cigarette lighter? in my
Sure.
car? Light that.
Throw it through the.
Yeah.
At one of the dried dead bushes so it'll catch.
Did you try to roll it through the front door, or what
yeah,
did
I
you
was
do?
gonna
you slammed the
get
door.
in
We're
there,
getting
put
away.
it in, put it in gear, put like a rock on the fucking accelerator,
And you let it.
let it go through the front
With Jesse's
door.
car or your car?
My car.
I'm
So-
glad I didn't drive with him.
with Wicklet car.
Wick
Rip.
is lit.
Well, he's burning in the basement
Yeah.
anyway, so
It's fine.
with the Wicklet, rock on the gas pedal, you watch as your car barrels through the front of this building.
Mhm.
It slams into that staircase and just fucking blows. As that happens, Fred and Todd pull up. They're like, "What the fuck?"
It was haunted.
I'm gonna do a pull to avoid the authorities.
Sure.
And Fred.
Yeah.
This is just for fun.
We all get to come back for the sequel.
There you go.
Wait. I got away from the authorities.
Redbeard shot
Thanks
by
for
the cops.
tuning in for Dread, y'all.
Yep.
Who
Yeah.
are also
That was-
possessed.
Thanks a lot,
Thank
anybody
you. That
that
was
showed up.
very
I know I
much.
heard at least one
That
pin
was
drop
fun.
in there. So
Okay.
thank you.
Thanks
Cool.
to anybody that watched. Yeah, we appreciate it.
Happy Halloween,
If
everybody.
you want to see this again, it'll
Halloween.
be on YouTube.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween. Bye.